The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, how to have a game so. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus some UNDERDOG acres, a lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'ma fuck her, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through and wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tire, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know? Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, money grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, 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 money.
Called out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up, what up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
And it is I, Swag Bag Bogey.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
What up, Derek? Salute.
What's up, Derek?
What else we got here? Peacock. What up?
Hey, Peacock.
Get ready, guys. H-Town Huddle coming back tonight every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. West Coast time.
Mm-hmm.
Peacock said October came and went. Spooky. Real quick. What up, Debo?
Shout out to my man Ryan, man. If you out there watching, I'm pretty sure he's not, but happy birthday, brother. I love you.
Yeah, and even though October is gone and spooky season's gone, it is Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. Shout out to anybody who's celebrating it.
Yeah, by the power of all my dead homies, bruh. You know what I'm talking about?
That was probably the only that was probably the only type of like Mexican holiday heritage that families should be celebrating, like at least in the Mexican culture, all cultures.
They're reading Rainbow?
Huh?
Reading Rainbow?
No.
No.
I remember it, yeah.
Yeah, so they did they would have little segments. So they had the little hyena, little Mexican chick, right? And the little Mexican chick, she was like, "Hi, my name is Corisa, and this is my family. We celebrate Day of the Dead." You know what I mean? And then like they had the whole where it follows the family.
Yeah.
And the food they prepared and stuff. And then I didn't know that as a kid because it stuck with me since a kid. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, I didn't know it was a whole thing. You know what I mean? I thought it was just Halloween, right? But this is actual society that it doesn't just take it as some commercial holiday. You know what I mean? Like they're in that little reading Rainbow thing, bruh. They were at partying at the gravesite.
Yeah.
She was like, "Here we are paying respect to my abuelita," and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, partying at the motherfucking."
And it's for a couple reasons, they say. And so you never forget your fallen family members, because that's what one of the main thing is honoring everyone.
Yeah, Day of the Dead.
And then the second reason is just it's kind of like, and seeing even this part's hard to say, but it's just life being alive is just the first part of your soul or whatever, your soul's eternity.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. If you believe in eternity, you know what I'm saying? Or even just the afterlife, then 100% this is just a phase. This is just a vessel until the next phase.
And you can't be wrong you can't be gone if everybody still remembers you. I think that's one of the big things as well.
Oh, okay. That's kind of ill right there. Yeah, and then I know in ancient Ireland, medieval times Ireland, I guess, and Scotland, the Celtic cultures.
Yeah.
They do something, they celebrate the Day of the Dead too. I forget what they call it. But and they're real serious, just like the Mexicans are, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. They ain't playing, bro. They really believe in the shit and the spirit, spirits, and you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Shit, I'm not even Mexican or Irish, bro, but I drink like one, and I definitely believe that shit, bro.
What up, Pedro? He said, hello. So he said, do we want Gibbs rest of season or sell high? I guess it depends on how
I'm always about, I'm always about selling high. What you gonna get? You know what I mean? Like, you got to sell high. Like, he's arguably one of the best projected running backs going the rest of the way, even though he has David Montgomery coming back. That's how people are going to feel. So you might be able to level up here, but it's like almost it's got to be like I don't know. It's got to kind of be like a situation where it's the player that's really good that hasn't been doing great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, what are you looking for? I mean, do you think you can afford to give up a running back and bring back a different skill position guy? You know what I mean? I don't think anyone's doing running back for running back. Why would you want, unless you're doing like a running back plus for Gibbs, you know, like maybe go after Bijan Robinson plus. Fuck it, do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't think anyone's going to give you the value of what the stock market says we should sell Gibbs for right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some people, you know, like even if it is a good stock, but it's trading so high, some people may just want to wait. Like, oh shit, it's too rich for my blood. Let me see if the stock price comes down a little bit in a week.
I mean, we are approaching a trade deadline time, so there is that, right? There's people trying to, you know what I mean? They might be considering having to move some things to make a postseason push.
What up, Dion?
What up, Dion?
Hey, Robert in the house said I'm in the Superflex League, so I traded Russell Wilson for Justin Fields so I could play Taysom Hill at third QB. And then also traded Sutton and Judy for Garrett Wilson and Dodson. Did I win or lose?
Your league mates are dumb. Let's win. You better win that thing.
And it said, did I win or lose? I guess we'll find out, right? I mean,
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. If you don't get Justin Fields back, you lose, and I wouldn't have made that trade to begin with.
Yeah,
but the other one.
Then how come we're not getting zero clarification about like Fields?
I mean, they at least early on they were saying, okay, well, T-Bags is gonna start this week because they already announced him as a starter this week, right? And then like, you know, for someone like Justin,
why didn't they just put him on fucking IR? It's been like almost 4 weeks now.
I don't know. I mean, I guess because like if they was to put him on the IR and it happened to be like the 6 weeks, right? You wouldn't be able to bring him back till a week after their bye week.
No, but right? It's the 4 weeks.
Yeah, but what if it wasn't? You know what I mean? So I guess just for the sake of it, I don't know, gamesmanship for no reason. Fuck if I know. You know what I mean? Maybe you can't trade. Maybe you can't trade a player that's on the IR because maybe they're holding out hope. Like, hey, I know he's hurt, but keep your fingers crossed. Somebody will take Justin Fields from us.
Yeah, that's what's going to make or break this. I mean, I like you getting the Garrett Wilson side. You know,
for sure.
I mean, Dotson's whatever, but yeah, Sutton and Judy are like nothing. Like,
yeah, and they're nothing this week, especially. So yeah, you win. Good shit.
Yeah. And hey, Triple X Lex, what up, bro?
What up, Triple X?
Crispy, what up? Oh shit, Triple X Lex said 8-0 in one league. It feels phenomenal. Yeah, I know I've got one 8-0 team in a dynasty. Feels really good. Feels really good. But it ain't over. It ain't over. We're only like halfway there. We're only halfway there.
I got 8-0 team going to war with Huss this week, and I forgot I spent $50 on Trubisky like when Kenny Pickett got hurt a long time ago. So I actually might be a good or bad thing. I actually have two QBs this week.
Peacock said, Dia de los Muertos. We don't celebrate in my family, but we love it because it's about keeping the family memories for your ancestors alive. Yeah, it's crazy that we're actually getting like more minority stories in Disney. So we got like a movie like Coco, you know, out there that at least brings because I mean, I swear, like in pop culture and to anybody writing articles, I mean, we just thought Dia de los Muertos was just the Mexican Halloween, you know. So I'm glad that we got a movie like Coco, and now it's just more.
I mean, there's a bunch of different origins from Halloween, like well, not origins, but like I guess like for example, like in the Victorian times, right? I mean, that's when they started putting the candy out and treats and stuff like that. Oh, I guess like Day of the Dead does that too, right? They put out treats and stuff for the spirits.
Yeah. I mean, very similar thing to leaving out cookies and milk for Santa, right? Like same type of thing.
That sounds like a horror movie, right?
It really does, right?
It's like Day of the Dead, right? Dia dos Muertos, or whatever the fuck you say, right? And like, it's just this family. They throw a party, but then somebody brings like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, right? And they're the blood sacrifice.
They're the sacrifice.
Yeah. Trick or treat. I think it's been done, huh?
Dennis said motherfuckers passing out candy for the kids and alcohol for parents. It was a great Halloween. It was 28 degrees and the snow on the ground. Nothing stops Minnesota from having fun.
Damn. That shit's crazy, bro. I would have been in there dressed as an Eskimo. What are you for Halloween? An Eskimo, goddammit. Look how fucking cold it is. Yeah, that motherfucker.
We got James in the house. Should I trade Puka for Olave? If you want to cheer more for Olave, yeah. I just don't like making the wide receiver for wide receiver trades. Doesn't even matter if Olave seems like such a shiny like piece. Because even with a backup, I bet you, even with a backup, I bet you Puka's the one who gets a lot because what our defense is going to do, they're going to like triple team Cup. And Puka will be open more often than not.
Fucking Cal Ripken's son, Brett Ripken.
Chang, he said, who should he trade for Marquise Brown? He's got Hurts, Eckler, Montgomery, Mostert, Pittman, Cooper, Wilson, Debo, Pitts, McBride. I don't think you should trade any of these guys.
I don't know.
Marquise Brown.
Is that a trick question?
Yeah, I don't think you should trade any of these guys for Marquise Brown. Who's on your bench? Like, why would you trade a starter for Marquise Brown?
Do you have Marquise Brown? Try to trade for any of those guys if you have Marquise Brown.
Yeah, and why do you want to trade for Marquise Brown anyways?
I don't know. You know, I feel like I said this in the past couple weeks. Like, if you think Kyler Murray's coming back, I don't. But if you think he's coming back, he's a good buy. You know?
Definitely not a buy low if you have to trade a starter for him, though.
I said goodbye.
And
I don't know.
I am of the mindset that thinks Kyler's coming back.
Okay.
But
that's the first time I ever heard you say that. You know me, I'm going to stay consistent because it doesn't change my ideology on that. They're going into the bye week next week, correct?
Good question.
Because then it's like, if he needs to get removed from that PUP list this week, or the 21-day window is up by, I think, fucking next Wednesday.
I may be wrong, but I don't think the bye week counts.
It doesn't count.
And Arizona's bye week is not next week.
Okay.
It's week 14.
Okay, so we're going to find out this week regardless, because next Wednesday, I think, is the end of that 21-day period.
Yeah. Before we start,
and they say he's doubtful this week.
Yeah.
He's not. They say he's not. So
before the season started, I was picking Kyler in these best balls, picking him late, thinking that he was going to come back in the second half. And the reason why I feel like he's going to come back in the second half, it's a new regime. If they don't put Kyler out there like at all, it's going to make it harder to trade him in the offseason. If they want to do that.
Don't even do that.
Huh?
We know what Kyler is, bro. Everybody knows what Kyler is, bro.
That's the thing, though. Do they? He tore his ACL. What if he's not as mobile as he used to be?
I mean, that's what
and really like it wasn't even his mobility.
Yeah.
And see, and you say we and you say we know. Yeah, we know. We're not the buyers, though. We're not the GMs of these other teams who might have to trade 3 first-round picks for Kyler to potentially get him because that's what it costs to go up.
I think the worst thing for Arizona is the higher their pick gets, because if they're in range where they're going to grab, say they have the first overall pick somehow, right? They would be in position to grab a motherfucking QB. It'll remove the leverage from them. You know what I mean?
Man, why would that?
It would.
Because now you could trade Kyler if you want to move on and pick your QB. Or they trade the right.
Removes,
or they trade the rights to Caleb. Yeah, and I don't think they're going to be the number one though.
We've actually seen Arizona. We've actually seen this happen in Arizona with Josh Rosen. Now, he's still a first round pick. He's not a first overall, but I'm saying you know what I mean. And then they couldn't trade him for much after they drafted Murray.
I mean, they traded him for nothing, right? Like pretty much.
But it was after it was like day 2 or 3 of the draft. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because. See, that's what I'm saying. It removes the leverage. Wouldn't you think? If you
Josh Rosen was also a bum though. Like we knew that in 1 year.
Okay, but see now, with that said too, on the flip side, with you kind of using that same argument, we know what Kyler Murray is.
And we've seen 2 shades of Kyler Murray.
We have what? Here's why I think he came back, like at least into practice, is because it is a new regime and he needs to learn this system. Because I don't think he gets traded in the offseason. And I don't think he plays this year because why put your future out to get hurt? Based on your argument, you said they need to show him to get him traded away. No. I'm not
gonna let you put a false. No. I'm not gonna let you put a false narrative on what I said. Okay. I said if he comes out and they play him, then they actually put it on film to where they can trade him if they want. It makes it more likely that they can trade him in the offseason. I didn't say they're going to trade him. All right, what if they do want? What if they do get Caleb and they can trade the rights to Caleb?
Let me go off what you just said. Then
go ahead.
Why would they? If that's the case, why would they put him out, risk and get hurt? You know what I mean? He's still not even removed from the ACL.
It's only risk. It's only risk of getting hurt if his ACL is still that fucked up and he's not cleared for contact.
Listen. I'm the doctor here. You can get cleared for contact. You're still at risk to get hurt. If part of his game is to
everybody is at
I'm just
you're at risk to get hurt whether you're healthy or not.
He's got a bag on him and he's coming back from a major injury, not a year removed. See him at full go in practice, then get labeled doubtful. That means something to me. I think there's a lot more here. And especially when you trade away Dobbs. Because you know what Dobbs is. Hey, let's go get a fucking 6th round for him, right? And then you're like, let's see what we got with Clayton Tune. You know what I mean? All this is telling me they're not going to bring Murray back. And if next Wednesday I'm eating crow, so be it. But I'm going to stand by what I said. I don't think he comes back. Not in actual game action.
Because I guess one of the things that you're totally like putting aside is like they're paying him this year no matter what. Like he's getting paid. It doesn't matter what he is. What is that? What do you mean?
Deshaun Watson, he did the same thing without an injury. This happens, bro.
When? Last year?
Houston, his last year in Houston, $40 million that year, didn't play one game.
Well, yeah, but he got
This happened before.
No, they paid him way less.
Okay. If Kyler Murray if his injury by itself kept him out, he's still getting paid this year. What's the argument?
That billionaires ain't paying people for nothing. Billionaires ain't paying people for nothing.
It's noodles to them, bro. He's getting paid regardless. He has guarantees. He has guarantees on his contract. You know what I mean? Yeah. He even has the injury. You can probably look this up. He has an injury clause where if he gets hurt this year under this contract, there's like some type of other guarantee that kicks in. Like there's like look into it. This is why I've been standing strong on this.
I mean, you look into it and share me the link or something. Someone else look into it. I have no idea where to look for that.
I mean,
I have no idea where to look for that. Because if we go to the contract stuff, it doesn't disclose shit like that. It just says the money.
Just search injury clause. You just gotta search his injury clause. It just says like there's certain monies that'll kick in if he gets hurt again this year, like a season ender. You know what I mean? Just saying, like, and if there's any narrative of trading him, which I'm not on the side of, would be cool if he goes to like Atlanta or something like that, somewhere fucking where they got weapons and shit. That'd be somewhere fun for fantasy. Otherwise, like, you know what I mean? He needed to learn this. He needed to learn a little bit of the system, or he's gonna be not as familiar at all. Think about this. He ain't even been on a training camp or none of that shit. This is his first time in the last couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Like getting with the team on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like whether or not. I mean, Aaron Rodgers will be there. Aaron Rodgers will be there eventually when he's cleared to like fly around with the team. He'll just be there, practices. And they're gonna be like, and what are you gonna say the same thing about Aaron Rodgers? Oh, he's in practice, limited. He's throwing on the side.
See, look at this. If he's hurt and can't pass the physical by March, Cardinals save money. So
okay,
it's the exact opposite of what you're saying.
Okay, I might have read that wrong, but it still works for me because why would Kyler Murray want to do that then? You know?
Yeah.
No, why would Kyler Murray want to do that then? What if Kyler Murray don't want to stay there, and then that would hurt his cause? Even if they were like, hey, you need to go out there and show something so we can trade you. Like, fuck that. Tell him watch the tape.
I mean, that's what it is, though. Like, I mean, I know that everyone thinks like Kyler Murray is just like a straight up
resolved Wednesday.
Well, I know that everyone like thinks Kyler Murray is just like a little bitch who plays Call of Duty all the time. Everyone in the NFL is still like not trying to be a bitch like all the time. Like he can't be a full year removed.
I'll be right back.
He can't be a full year removed from this ACL and be like, no, I can't like do anything like at all. It said Watson out here fleecing teams. Remember, we got to get Dr. Bogey on. Remember, like this part right here, the rotator cuff. Remember how important that is to. What up, Caesar? And Peacock said massage wants agreed to a 4-year contract extension worth $160 million, and then another played another snap. Man, I mean, that's on Watson for sure, but how come, remember, like, why all the correlations to the owner and all the drama behind Watson? Like, I don't know, if there was none of that drama, he would have played in Houston. And how come all the drama was linked right to the Houston owners? Let's not act like that part didn't happen. Antonio said, but God damn it, I expected the trade to be pushed through right away. What happened? Uh-oh. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Oh, man. What up, Viking Queen? Niner. Drop Elijah Mitchell for Lenny Fournette. Yeah, I'd do that. We don't know if Lenny's going to get in there like this week or anything. Hey, Peacock said allegedly. Well, just remember, Watson was acquitted from any criminal doing, so everything is allegedly. And it never would have got brought up if the Cardinals owners didn't stir up all this shit with their lawyer. Because let's not forget, that lawyer that was pursuing this case and everything was his counsel. That was the owner's counsel. And if none of that ever happened, Watson probably never leaves. And Peacock, let's remember, he was not guilty of raping any women, okay? The shit that he did was scumbag shit, but Watson would be in jail for a lot of years if he raped 24 women. So let's let's say he's a scumbag and a piece of shit. But he was not found guilty of any criminal crime.
Yeah, it is crazy. That's what money will do. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's crazy. That's what money will do, right?
See, that's the thing. Like,
well, I mean, listen, whether he did it or not, he paid his settlements out. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like, it's funny how he's settled it after he got $230 million.
No,
and it's not like he got.
It's not though.
$230 million at once, but he had guaranteed $230 million.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, it wasn't going away. He got his money. He's like, all right, pay him now. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he been
and what was the biggest reason why he paid him? You know why?
Keep him quiet.
Well, now they can't cut. Now they're signing their non-disclosures to where they can't bring up any bullshit from the past, fake or not, because how many of those women ended up, being fake? Like, there was still a bunch that were like bullshitting and lying and all that. Like, not everyone was 100% truthful. That's why it took so long too.
It was easy to. I'm gonna be real. When it comes to fantasy football, it's easy for me to compartmentalize that shit. But like when he sucks right now, he really is like, fuck Watson.
Like you're a piece of shit in life and you suck in fantasy right now. Fuck you. You know what I mean? That was easy. Shitty people, man. Shitty things are gonna happen to them. It's karma's real. You know what I mean? And like the funny thing about the truth is it tends to come out eventually. You know what I mean? So, that's all the money in the world might, it might have stopped them for now. You know what I mean? Think about this. He was getting like $40 million a year from the Texans, and even that last year he was there. I mean, he got. I wonder if there was some type of discounted salary or something, bro, because he was like a healthy scratch the whole year. You know what I mean?
I thought they put him on the commissioner's exempt list or something.
Nah, he wasn't yet.
Oh yeah, because nothing had happened yet.
No. Yeah, and he never was even charged with anything. This was like a conduct policy type of thing that they came out and said 8 games for the fact that he was like even fucking accused that many times. It was almost like they had to do something. Otherwise, like
Peacock, he said defraud Watson ain't welcome around my wife and daughter. I'll tell you that. Why would just another random grown man just be welcome? It doesn't even matter who it is.
I don't know, Michael Jackson. I mean, people were bringing their kids around Michael Jackson with all those rumors.
Yeah,
you're like, listen, I know what you've heard, but he made Thriller.
But yeah, see, I'm like, why did he never got 0 out of all this shit, right? 0 criminal charges ever, and really just because how everybody played it out.
I mean, his level of perversion, it got him deeper and deeper, and like, what? No hell have no.
Well, now let me just ask you this as a dad, and we'll just keep it vague. If anything happened to one of your kids, like at all, anything, let me give you 3 choices. Are you A, calling the cops, hoping that they send a squad team, B, you going in with your own squad, or C, calling a lawyer? Which one would you do?
Not give the answer.
Well, it's probably not number C. I know that's probably not letter C. I'm a
law-abiding citizen.
That's what every single person did who was in any of these cases with Michael Jackson. None called the authorities first. None grabbed their boys and went over there to do anything. They all dealt with lawyers first.
And like, you're talking about some high-profile somebody too. So it's like there's an immediate level of greed that comes with it. Some people will put I don't put a price on things I consider priceless, like my children. You know what I'm saying? So like, these are just special assholes that, you know what I mean, are like, oh, ching ching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even putting their kids in situations like that, knowing that, like, and even hoping in some instances they can somehow hit the jackpot and move out of that double wide. You fucking
fuckers.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And a lot of them do come from middle America.
Yeah. And what Devo say, put them on their head. They all look like sisters. Sorry, I'll show myself the way out. And Viking Queen, fake or not, what other football player, man, have had those accusations? I compartmentalize also with fantasy football, but Watson.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because Watson was a very special case.
What about Broadway Joe, though? I mean, I know it's a long time ago, but I mean,
he's like a repeat sexual harasser, right? I mean, Ric Flair.
I mean, fuck. What about Brett Favre? Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, shit. Like,
Peyton Manning.
Why is he going through the ringer?
Hello, Ben Rapisberger.
Why is he going through the ringer like nobody else? What's the difference between him and literally everybody else we just mentioned?
I know.
I'll let everybody else do the math.
Okay, you're letting them do it. Okay.
Yeah, because they know, because that's what literally everybody we just mentioned versus Watson. There's one huge glaring difference. And we know why he's going through the ringer. Why he went through the ringer. Bogey.
It's because we're living in cancel culture. Hit the buzzer.
AB said dick pic Brett. Oh, yeah, man. And what is this? See, and look, 2 of those guys we mentioned, both Jets through and through. Bogey.
It's because he's not Anglo-Saxon. What do you mean?
That could be both. That's subjective.
It's because he's not white. on. What's the difference between all? What's the difference
I'm fucking with you. Okay. And Peacock said the extra 22 accusers. I mean,
I don't know. He has $230 million now.
I'm just gonna say this for any square ass who don't know the type of places that Watson was frequenting. They're literally, if you go to any major city in America, these massage parlors are on like every single corner. Okay, maybe 2 per street, maybe 2 per strip mall. That's how many of these places are around. And some of these places might even have ladies that are being like trafficked, like from other countries and have to do things to pay off debts to get to America. And whole bunch of type of shady shit, that is going on in in this entire world, underworld.
Yeah, and even being from Cali and from the Bay Area specifically, for me, is it was always the cartels or the Vietnamese mafia, they're the ones that have houses set up, and it is always immigrant women because they're here illegally, so they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They really fucking don't. But what do they even know the difference?
Right?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that's why they're in that situation to begin with. But yeah, it was crazy. I told you, I've told the story before. It was the 2019, just out of nowhere, and November-ish, people started coming, knocking on my door, looking for somebody, looking for a dude. And it was bices, though, you know what I mean? Big belt buckles with the fucking cowboy hats, the real Mexican cartel-looking motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Looking for somebody, and then all of a sudden it started turning to construction working Mexican motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And then it was Indians and whites and IT looking Indians and stuff like that, youngsters, and then looking for girls now. And I'm asking, at this point, I have a Ring camera. So I'm just getting all this intel, bro. And right out the gate, too, after the first month of it, I was like, I know there's a fucking whorehouse around here in my town, in my townhouse complex. And there's literally
right up the fucking
it was 4 houses down where they had a little vantage point they could see, if they just look out the window, because they would have the perps. You know what I'm saying? Or the John Curbs, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
You said they'd probably have them go there and then go
they would give my address.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
So these fools would literally come, they would be impatient probably because you know what I'm saying? And they just come and ring the doorbell and shit. And because once I got the phone number from one of those pervs, give me the number. I was just being nice. Yeah. All right, now get the fuck out of here, you perv.
Peacock, who you trying to save face for right now? He said he wasn't going to parlors, though. Majority of the time, he was inviting these girls.
Yeah, it was from Instagram and shit.
Yeah, so okay. Hold on. How's this sound? Just to a normal person. Okay. All right. I want to hire you to give me a massage. Now, massage of what I'm looking for, maybe it's $100, maybe it's $150, but I want to give you $500.
And it's it is illegal to solicit sex.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a legal state, right? So
even in legal areas within that.
Yeah, it had to be legal areas, right? Because not even Vegas is like that. It's you have to go to Carson City or whatever the fuck. But anyways, my point being is okay, he can't theoretically message these broads and be like, hey, I'll pay you to fuck me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's basically what he's trying to do.
I'm going to pay you for
removing that part about it. Yeah, queen a massage. Exactly. And then they come through it, and then a lot of here's the ones that kill me are the ones that are the repeat offenders. She came back 4 times.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm okay, so when are you his lady now? You know what I mean? Because it went from I
heard the term, you hit this twice, we go together.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Here's another thing too. What kills me the most is I mean, if that's what he was into, he can go do that shit legally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can go find places to go do that shit legally. You know what I mean?
And see,
it's the oldest profession in the game. It's prostitution's in the Bible. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, I'm just saying I don't want to judge people because there's both sides to the coin,
even here you go with
this case, we just don't know. We just don't fucking know if what were the advances quite because some of them they're very descriptive.
Yeah.
He turned around, he was fully aroused, he took his towel off, and he proceeded to pleasure himself in front of me until he finished on me. I'm where at that point did you leave the room? Unless he's
okay, here you go. Listen to the Viking Queen.
One of those Philip Rivers quick releases. She comes out there, yeah.
The Viking Queen said, yo, Alex, sex workers legit, make your money. said, but if Watson has all these accusations, he either did something wrong or he didn't pay it enough to keep it on the DL. Now here's the conspiracy.
If she might be like, okay.
Well, hold on. Here's the conspiracy part of all this. Here's the conspiracy part of all this, because this was happening for years, apparently, right? The conspiracy part is around the Houston Texans owner. That's where the conspiracy part is about. What if he's paying them to come and do this, to come out, about it? Like, that's also another thing. Like, that could be the case here.
I mean, when all this shit was hitting the fan, and when all of it was hitting the fan initially, Peacock, he works at a firm, and like, you know what I mean? So all the lawyers was talking about the thing, and you know what I'm saying? They're basically saying the lawyer that was representing all the women, he was the neighbor of the Texans owner. And that's, it's kind of crazy there. And they were putting up billboards all over town, basically just fucking crucifying him in the court of public opinion already. You know what I mean? And if you're in it, if it's a money grab, right? That's part of the things you do to eventually force him to pay some fat settlement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I've never even seen, like, it's so crazy
because the lawyer would have got a fat chunk of it as well, right? Like he got hella paid for that. I mean, whatever his part was in there, he got hella paid.
He was pro bono for all them broads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watson's like, what does that mean, pro bono?
Sounds
like, you fucking perv.
Sounds like a move that I need to learn.
He's like, I am. I'm a pro. I go to pro bowls. What's pro bono? I need to know this.
Fucking Marco, he said recreational prostitution. I need it for medical purposes.
I mean, it's funny because I'm laughing. I'm like, hey, if you have to sell your ass, Marco. I read it. I got to get out there and get it.
Man, and hold on, and really, in all honesty, for everyone who's watching, I do think it's a piece of shit for the type of things that he did. So yeah, I mean, sometimes I try to play devil's advocate because like we need that, but yeah, he is a piece of shit for the things.
And if there's the slim chance that all these women just, it was a money grab, and like maybe, like the Viking Queen said, maybe, they came there and knew to get down, but then he was like, listen, I ain't finna pay you. Because we did hear stories like that.
Yeah.
Like stories like he got him.
They wanted more and he said no or whatever.
Yeah, then he's like, fuck you, I ain't paying you then. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
most of the things he admitted happened up to a certain degree on the record during depositions. Yeah.
He's like, oh,
because there wasn't any, like, if you like, I mean, there wasn't anything that was insanely crazy. I'm just gonna say that for someone who's been through a lot, seen a lot.
Okay. Like, in this day and age, right? Okay. Ironically, my sister, that's her career. She's a masseuse. And she works in a high-end place in Santana Row in San Jose. If you guys want to look it up, it's called Burke Williams.
I bet she has that shit all the time.
Spa. No, she said,
and she probably has to tell him, put your fucking towel on, turns around or whatever. And like,
she said 90% of the time is women. And a lot of the times the men that come in, they request men.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like, also there's other parameters now too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it's a male and a woman masseuse, you know what I mean? Like there's like,
okay.
I'm pretty sure there's like, you know what I mean? Little check-ins and you know what I'm saying? Like there's some, anyways, my point is like in her private practice, right? Cause she has her own little spa that she does. And she does like for some of her clients, she has a little private one. And like all the time she said fools online are trying to like, they think it's one of those, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And she's like, nah, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, that's so crazy because people don't give it. Because also too, I told you, you know what I mean? I'm like, you still even, yes, it isn't. Just don't even entertain. Don't even like if you see a DM like don't respond to another. Because like those could be like cops too. You never know. You know what I mean? Yeah, like when I did my Batman work, and then there was that fucking whorehouse in my townhouse complex, and I found where it was. I had the number, all this shit, and then it was funny as fuck. I could not bring myself to call the cops. Right? I could not. And then like it goes on for like another week, and my girl's like, "Give me everything you got." You know what I mean? And she called, and then they directed her to some detective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what was crazy is like this detective, he already had this place on his radar. Like it was like, and then when he was talking to my girl, he was telling her like there was like 40 active like brothels. in the east side of San Jose. Like this is like 40. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
And seeing like you don't even have enough manpower to just go break all these up and all.
No, but then this one's already on the radar because there's already been reports like in my same complex of people like because they obviously weren't just using my shit, but they started using my shit whenever they started getting complaints. I bet you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's probably they just like went from a different address to address.
Another one. Yeah, and mine was just booming for them because I'm over here plotting like I can't stop it because if I stop them from coming here, they might come after me. Like I'm like sitting there all anointed, bro. And I was doing my own thing at the time. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So it was like I was really annoyed as fuck, bro. It was crazy. I had all kinds, but also I didn't have a shortage of motherfuckers like, hey, come over here. I'm gonna give you this number. You call it. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna get domed up. All right? Yeah, that's cool. I'll do it. Like, you know what I mean? I had so many motherfuckers like go in there and scout it. I only had to have one. I only had to do it one time. But I had so many motherfuckers that was down though. Like, yeah, I'll go in there. Hold on, no, I got my guy. He's already gonna do it right now. You know
like, I'll still do it.
They're really descriptive too. They'll be like, you get the number, you call, and then unseen, they'll text you back talking about what nationality are you? Straight out the gate, ask what nationality are you. And it's funny because like my shout out to my man Big Banco Franco. He was the first volunteer. He's like, and then he put African American, right? And then they're like, no blacks. Yeah, and we just started laughing, bro. We're like, damn, discrimination on every level, right? And he goes, nah, bro. He's like, because we'll wreck the product, bro. I'm like, okay, touche. You know what I mean? And this one was a Hispanic joint, you know what I mean? But they also had Asian workers in there, bro. That was like nuts about it. Like they didn't broke the boundaries, right? To come together on this pimping.
And Peacock said, whatever happened to Robert Kraft? Nothing.
Nothing.
Why would anything happen to him?
You know what? He said, you look like you have kids. How's about a lifetime supply of Kraft mac and cheese? They couldn't fucking refuse it.
Here goes Clapnet. Said, what's James Cook outlook the rest of the season? And is Fournette worth picking up? I'll say, yeah, Fournette's worth picking up. I mean, he's going to be last man on your bench. And I feel like James Cook's outlook is what it like has been the last like game or two. Like,
I mean,
mediocre.
We saw like a Devin Singletary be like a mid-range RB2 with James Cook there being sprinkled in. Yeah. We'll see some form of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Running backs are so bad this year that even James Cook, like he's still like a back-end RB2 on the weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm maybe not in the rankings right now or in the standings at running backs right now, but I'm just saying like a 12 points in a single point PPR, that was like a top 24, a top 15 finish last week. You know what I mean? Like,
and JJM said, what dirt do the 49ers have on the Commandos in order to get Chase Young for a third?
I mean,
they're lucky they got a third for him.
Here's the thing. It's he came off of ACL, took him like a whole calendar year to come back. They didn't pick up his 5th-year option, right? That says a lot already if you're from the outside looking in, because that means like, why wouldn't you pick the 5th-year option on this type of talent? You know what I mean? It's one of the
WAP. That's why.
Yeah, you would have to pay him a lot. One, that 5th year would be fully guaranteed. So whatever he had agreed upon in his fucking rookie contract, right? Because he's a first rounder. So that 5th year you get there, that's fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
But so that's could be why. But also it's like, hey, they know more than us. They see him every day. Maybe you're like, oh, we didn't like it. Maybe he lost a little giddy up in his hitch since that fucking ACL. And it's like, and to get a third, it's because we only have him for this year.
Yeah.
For the rest of this year. So to pay a third for a potential just rest of season rental, that's a lot. You know what I mean? So there it is. That's why.
And Leon said, I'm 2-6 standard league. I offered Pollard, D. Smith for CMC. What do you think? I think the CMC manager won't make that trade, but you got offered that for CMC.
No.
I'd want way more.
I want like CMC, I'm gonna make it so bad. Like,
this person needs to climb out of the slums, is what it is. But you got to get more than 2 people.
You got to give me a 3 for 1, or like a 4 for 2, and I'll throw in some bullshit because I don't give a fuck. I'm just throwing it in to making 2.
Your team can't be. Well, I mean, maybe it's a 10-teamer and you just have a bad run of luck, but there's got to be like people that are like on the end of his bench that might be viable for your team that you got to try to swoop as well. He's got to get pieces. Because Because yeah, if you're gonna do it, like now's the time before this week. Like, don't wait until next week. Like, you got to do it now. Got to do it now. Because if you lose again, I mean, you're pretty much like you probably got one lot. Like, you lose 2 games, you're probably done.
Yeah, and CMC is on a bye week. You might need to do a move, just maybe not that move. Do a better move, bigger and badder move. You know what I mean?
And what up, Robert said, any defensive back sleepers? Let me throw in our defensive back waiver wire video from yesterday.
Medalist?
Hell yeah, man. We talked about a handful.
Yeah. From Amani Hooker to Medalist to, what's his name? Josh Medalist to Stevenson from the Bears. I mean, shit. Cam Taylor Britt in potential shootout.
Oh, yeah.
Jabril Peppers. I think he's only had like 2 bad games this year so far, and one of them was last week. There's a shitload of motherfuckers, man.
And Viking Queen said, I got to look more into it. I love a conspiracy. Yeah, me too. There's got to be more info out there, you know, but there was where there's smoke, there's fire. That's all I'm going to say. And there was too many consistencies around there.
I remember they, you know, a lot of stuff got removed from like YouTube and stuff like that because I bet you like doing like sweeps. Right. But there was like there was this montage of like all kind of like perverted shit that Watson has like borderline said.
Yeah.
It's like it was like a 30-second montage, right? Different clips of him saying shit that could be perceived in a certain way. But one of them was hella blatant. It was like when he was at Clemson and he's like they show him and it's him and then two of his guys or whatever the fuck, they're all in their gear, they have no helmets on. He's like bouncing around, warming up. And how you feeling, bro? How you feeling? He's like, I feel good. I just busted a nut. And it's like he was so serious though. He was like doing one of these, like, yeah. How you feel, bro? Feel good, bro. Just busted a nut. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're about to play a game. Like I believed that. Like he was probably in the locker room, like, yeah. So
Marco said,
kind of weird though, right?
Super
kind of
weird.
a weird thing to tell another dude, dude.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
You know?
I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want in the privacy of your own time pregame.
I tried to find this clip so long after the fact because I was just laughing. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, this motherfuckers be jacking out before the game.
And Marco said Marvin Mims, Palmer, Bobo. Which should I pick up?
Bobo?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Bobo, Trey Palmer, and then
like
Mims in that order.
You got to be like end of bench, anyways.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see it for Mims because they didn't trade away any of their guys unless they just consciously decide to like not play Cortland Sutton and Judy the rest of the way. But like, because that was the hope for Mims that they'll finally get one of those guys out the way, and then you see what you got with this kid who can really only run 9 routes apparently.
Yeah. And Sports Spotlight said, would you trade away Gibbs and Aaron Jones away and Palmer and Jonathan Taylor? I don't know. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I probably just have Gibbs and Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, well, no, it's Gibbs and Jones or Palmer and Jonathan Taylor. And I mean, I guess
I'd rather have the Jonathan Taylor side because like it's not like we're not gonna have Josh Palmer for the rest of the year. Like he's coming back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he has like an ankle or something or a knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have the JT side.
I think I'd rather have the Gibbs side still, but I guess it depends on like.
I'm not a Jones guy, and then to me it just feels like those are the throw-ins, Jones and Palmer, and I think Palmer's more useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jones got to shut me up this week because he has done nothing through 8 weeks. Like I don't know why anyone could say like he should be started. Like you should just flip him somehow. I'm like, it's so ugly. I don't even like my Romeo Dobbs shares, and I have too much of them. I'm like, oh my god, so bad.
What so bad stranger?
What's happening, stranger? Hold on, let me walk my daughter out.
Let's see. JJM said, by the way, who will the new Cardinals QB be? It's gonna be Clayton Tune for at least this week. I mean, it should be. South Sea, would you trade Puka and Hawk for Kelsey and Hall? Yeah. Go get Kelsey. And Jay said, woohoo, feels good with this trophy in my hands this week. Let's go. Dennis says, shout out to Huss. Got a stack of cards yesterday in the mail. Got that Barry Sanders. There we go. I want to get back into the box breaks here pretty soon. But probably less boxes per break to just make it less. And like I've been thinking about this, make it less and then not charge for shipping like either, but I'll just like hold the cards until the person tells me to ship them, and then the person will pay for shipping like on the spot like then. Feel like that'll be the best way. And then we can get it cheaper where people are doing like, $2 to $5 a team or $2 to $4 a team or like something like that. Let's see, Tino, if I walked up to a guy, the first thing he told me, I said, I never walk up to that guy again. Leon said, I countered with Brees and Devonta Smith for CMC. No, get more. Take that shit down right now. Take it down. You got to get more. It's not about the two players. You got to get 3. Like, do Brees and Devonta Smith still, but add another person onto there. And Sam said, I need wide receiver very badly. My starters are Palmer, Drake London. RBs are Walker, Jacobs, Mostert. Should I trade Kelsey and Walker for IU, Gibbs, and Laporta? No, don't do it. Keep Kelsey on your team. Figure out another way to make the trade. Don't trade Kelsey away. And Derek said, I was trick-or-treating with Noble last night. Same for Bogey and his kids, too. We'll ask Bogey when he gets back out here. But, yeah, trick-or-treating was fun with Noble. We went around, like, our block and then another block, a couple blocks, and just in our community. And then his grandma and his aunt wanted to take him to, like, another little neighborhood as well. So he got to trick-or-treat in, like, our neighborhood and then, like, the next neighboring neighborhood. He was so done when he came home the second time. Like, he was done the first time, and they went back out again, and he came back in. I think I'm done trick-or-treating for the night. Oh man, he had fun though. He's like, I don't want to hit up any more houses. Because it's so funny. That's what I used to. That's what I would tell him in the previous years, ready to hit up some houses, and now he was remembering that this year. And he said, nice. Sounds like got a lot of candy. He said, what was he for Halloween this year? Miles Morales. And Dennis said, I missed the box breaks, but are you really going to have time during the season? Well, we're going to figure out a day. That would be. Yeah, it'd be like just one day, really. And but yeah, already figured out ways of how things would change. And if there's less cards, that's less time that I'm actually doing the shit as well.
My dad, I love my dad, bro.
What
he goes, because I'm walking my daughter to the car,
and
then he's like, you need some herbs? I'm like, no, I'm good. I got some. Okay. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, oh, hey. And he hands me a plate. Cooked the pork chop this morning for you. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, Dad. Yeah. I'll take the pork chop for sure. I'm like, fuck yeah. Let me put this away.
And let me see. Joseph, what do you think about the Giants D and the Raiders? The Raiders this week got a really good matchup. I don't like the Giants D, but who do they got? Oh yeah, they're playing each other, right? I think I like the Raiders D over the Giants. And Sam said, even if I'm getting Laporta. Yep, even if you're getting Laporta. Laporta does not equal Kelsey. Not even close. Nobody does. Nobody equals Kelsey.
I know. I would try to buy Kelsey with Laporta. And I would pay Laporta plus, make them really feel like they're winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
make them really feel like they're the man of the hour.
And Derek asked how was trick-or-treating last night.
It was cool. So we hit the block. You know what I mean? Have my son on the trike thing, and then every so often, it's one of the ones that has the little handles in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's every so often, be like, man, we gotta, you're going hella slow, bro. And I just be like, hold on, now kick it up so it looks like he's wheeling. Move hella fast, and we just hit the street. There was a good amount of people out, but it was like a lot of houses just put the bowls out. So like we'd be like, oh, there's only a little bit left. I'm like, go ahead, just grab it all in. You know what I mean? But there was some where like there would be like, I just made I don't know, something about the Force was telling me in some of them, because there'd be like a big ass like kettle thing full of candy, and there was like hella kids just digging in there and shit. And I'm like, no, we'll go to the next one. Yeah, like too many snot-nosed teenagers and shit. Like it just feels like, you know, like this is dirty. You know what I mean? I guess it's ignorance is bliss. If I didn't see this teenagers just ravishing this fucking pot of candy first, I would have let my little man go in there and play.
It's funny. I don't know what it was with Noble this time, because last year he always wanted to take a couple, and this year, like if they had a sign out that said just take one, he would just take one, and he was like, they said just take one. I was like, okay.
You know what that could be, right? That could be that's that karate shit, bro. Because you know what I'm saying, they teach you discipline and shit, bro. How to listen and how to, you know what I mean. That, you know what I'm saying. A lot of things too about fighters and shit. Like a lot of those martial arts disciplines. You know what I mean. They believe in that karma shit and all the chi and all that shit like that. You know what I mean. I mean, yeah, those harnessing those good energies. You know what I'm saying. Because you know I was that kid, like out for the sake of it. I just wanted to wreck shop. I see that in my baby girl. And Mimi's like that. She's like the wreck shop. Trey, he's hella chilling. Like he was like, go ahead, take the rest of it. Like, nah. He was kind of like, just take the rest of it. And then after that, he didn't have to get told again. You know what I mean? You didn't have to tell him twice. You know what I mean? There was some cool. There was like this dude. He was out there. He had like his whole, little haunted house get up, and he had like a table, and he was like out there on the driveway with the table and all the candy out. And he had like his speakers going. And then like we came up to him like, oh, cool, man, like your setup, you know what I mean? And he's like, oh, sorry. And he had a sign, no more candy, but he had like toys and stuff, like bubbles and fucking little Hot Wheels or whatever the fuck. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, shit.
Nice. Jay said his grandson was Miles Morales as well. Yeah, Noble was really hyped about it.
I mean, you know what's really dope too is like, because they got one that looks like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could identify with like you know what's crazy is like my Uncle Jamal. I showed him briefly on the stream the other night. He's the one that really put me on like old wrestling, you know, NWA and WCCW or whatever the fuck it was. Might be saying that wrong. Either way, you know, he would be like, "Yo, my favorite. Well, who's your favorite?" And he's like, "Oh, you know, Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair and this." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" But you know, and then like, you know, because in my mind I'm thinking like, "Oh, there was no real black superstar, maybe Tony Atlas, but you had to be like in the South somewhere, you know what I mean, to know about him,
right?
You know what I mean?
Johnson was a thing for a while. I mean, back in the day.
Yeah, like, and then think about this when the Rock's dad, right? And then like went into like the Rock for real. Like, I mean, you had Ahmed Johnson, and it was funny.
Farouk. Well, I mean, Ron Simmons. I mean, he wasn't even Farouk.
Yeah, and they were pushing Ahmed Johnson. But like apparently he didn't like nobody. He was like the most like unpleasant person to fuck with. You know what I mean? So like it was part shoot when Ron Simmons went out there and whooped his ass.
Yeah,
and he was so fucking mad that they let him do that. So he fucking left. You know what I mean? Something along the lines of that. And I'm not sure if that kidney shit was the work or not. Because then that's how they wrote Ahmed Johnson off.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, he bursted his kidneys. Or he lacerated his kidneys when Farouk Assault was assaulting him.
Magic Man Ricky, I've been offered Pacheco for Puka and Dotson. He said, or Puka and Rashid. So my backs are CMC, Aaron Jones, Spears, and Connors. And the reason why he probably got offered Pacheco is because he's a Chiefs fan. So I bet someone trying to,
trying to get some extra wiggle off him. And who's he trying to give? Who's he have to give up for Pacheco again?
Puka and Dotson.
What the fuck? I don't know. I mean, honestly, you don't have leverage, and you're a Chiefs fan, so couple that, right? Because when you don't have leverage, when I say that, is because if I'm looking at your team, like this motherfucker needs what I got.
Well, he needs Puka because
exactly like
Aaron Jones, Spears, and Connor. That's it. And it's either Puka and Dotson or Puka and Rashid. I feel like who are your wide receivers though? How about put that in? Throw in your wide receiver.
I would be like, here's Rashid. and Aaron Jones.
Or give him Rashid and Dotson. Like, put that in the
There
trade.
you go. You're like, listen, bro.
See if
that
listen.
Yeah, do the unspeakable. You know what I hate is when like fools be like, well, he doesn't want to do that. Well, then fucking make him do it. What
you just
fuck? So now he's just gonna make you do it. See, that's what's funny is I think people fail to realize it goes both ways. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't want to do this, bro. I can't do that. Well, listen, I can't do that either.
You got to play.
Like, fuck that shit.
Me and Dennis, it's funny because I put in a message in the chat in the offense only dynasty. I said, if anyone's selling any QBs, I'm buying. Send me an offer. And Dennis sends me an offer. It's like Derek Carr for like A-Chain and someone else. And so I think it's like 2 or 3 players for Derek Carr. And I'm like, nah, I'm not giving up A-Chain for Derek Carr. And he was like, all right, well, I can't give up Derek Carr without A-Chain. I was like, all right, I guess this is where we shake hands and part ways.
When I was shopping for a QB yesterday, I started looking at all the big fish first. Like, okay, what? And I was like, okay, because I was thinking about, okay, maybe if I can do Jefferson for like a big fish, right?
Okay.
But I'm like, I don't want to do that, right? Then I started thinking, okay, well, maybe let's see if I can do a moderate route, right? And then I was like, okay, no one's really biting on anything, but you know what? Let's go back to this Jefferson thing. And then I started I've seen a guy, he has Jared Goff, right? So I go, okay, Jared Goff. Oh, yes, Tyreek. Oh, Pacheco. Oh, A-Chain. Okay, now I throw him Jefferson and Cousins. Then he rejects it. I'm like, yeah, I probably would too. But it's like, I'm giving up Jefferson. I don't even know if I can, you know what I mean? I'm like, let's see how far I can push it to the limit. Otherwise, make it so expensive that they'll just save me from moving him at all. You know what I mean? Because
Because at the end of the day, I still don't understand why you're trying to move Jefferson, other than you feel like you need to make a trade right now.
Yeah, like because we might I mean, look at the moves they made. It's really going to depend on this next 2 weeks because you have this weekend in the bye. I guess even in coming after the bye, they're not technically mathematically eliminated yet either. So we
still
have
Jefferson though. It's still Jefferson.
Yeah, we still have a solid shot to get Jefferson back. You know what I mean? And like, and if it's Nick Mullins, at least if it's eventually Nick Mullins, or even if it's Josh Dobbs coming off the bye week, like I know what to expect from those guys, and I'm okay with that. It's not Cousins. Cousins is a great timing. You know, he puts.
That's what I'm confused about, because like you're someone who's actually like going for it. You're not like rebuilding, right? Yeah. But you're treating Jefferson like it's a redraft league or something. At least that's my thoughts.
Yeah, well, but see, but look what I tried to do: Jefferson and Cousins, and then it was Goff, Tyreek, Pacheco. You know what I mean? Like, then you'd be like, oh, okay, right? Yeah. I'm not, because when people like when I was talking with Hess, he was like, hey, here's Geno Smith and like Fournette as a starter. I'm like, nah, because I look, I'm like, it'd have to be like CeeDee Lamb or something, and then he goes, well, those guys I'm not trading those guys. Okay, let me go shop around then. You know what I mean? Because it was like, yeah, you start with Geno and CD. That's a starter for Jefferson for me. You know what I mean? And like,
I guess trading Jefferson is almost like a luxury for you right now. It's not like you need to trade him away to like rebuild or anything.
No, and that's the thing though, is like it's kind of stupid to not look at it both ways, because I don't have to move him. I could like still fight and fend without him, even if I was to lose out till he came back. It's really like, and then if he doesn't come back, it's dynasty. I still have him, so I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's still dynasty. Like,
yeah, but like, you know, when in an attempts to like get like a Goffle or something with a Tyreek, I would have done that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm crazy, bro. And it's my only share of Jefferson in the universe. So it's kind of like the universe telling me, like, well, chill, bro.
And Sports Spotlight said, I meant, would you trade away Aaron Jones and Palmer for JT, or Gibbs and Palmer for JT? Oh, okay.
That's totally different.
Yeah. So I mean, I would do the Aaron Jones and Palmer for JT.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. That guy's not gonna do that, but yes, let's try.
Yeah, probably not.
You know what I mean? Let's see if that opens. See, you know what's scary about that offer is because that could scare that guy away. He'd be like, man, fuck this bullshit offer, and he'll never fuck with you. So like, maybe throw something a little more like Aaron Jones. Okay, hey man, here's Aaron Jones and Palmer. Like, and you don't even ask for nothing. Here, you want them? Nah, for free. Here's them for free, right? So, okay, hey, I'll give you these guys for JT. Fuck no. I barely even take them for free. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You got to come correct this time of year, bro. It's the gut check time. You know what I mean? Like,
Joe, he said, should I start? I got Levis for free today. Do I start over CJ Stroud? Nah, because the Bucks have been pretty bad. I mean, they've been not like super bad, but they've just been giving up points to QBs like crazy.
Yeah, and receivers and QBs specifically, tight ends as well.
Yeah, just not really the running backs.
Yeah, not the running backs on the ground at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only running back that really ate on him this year was DeAndre Swift.
See, Marco's learned 2 rules. Number 1, never ever trade Kelsey. And rule number 2, learn rule number 1.
Well, there is an actual rule number 2. It's if you don't have Kelsey every day in that league, try to trade for Kelsey. Hell yeah. Because Kelsey's just like, he's gonna be on championship teams, bro. And you know how he's gonna be on championship teams? Because there's gonna be a lot of people that broke rule 1 and got mad at Kelsey early and traded on to some savage like me or hustler, and then that's the motherfuckers that's gonna go the distance with Kelsey, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the ones that we save them from themselves. Like, do I trade Kelsey? No. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't trade Kelsey. Exactly. and then after last week, like, fuck Kelsey. Like, what's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, I remember I'm going in, I'm looking at, I'm like, fuck, I don't have any draft picks like over here. Why don't I have a first and a second draft pick? What the fuck? I forgot why I traded away. And then I go and I look and I was like, oh shit, this is where I traded a first and a second plus for Kelsey. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I don't have that.
That's League 21, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad I don't have those picks. Give me Kelsey.
Yeah, I started thinking, I'm like, how do I buy Kelsey off of dad in 18? But I'm like, man, see, it's not that I can't do dad like that. It's just I know I don't want to get down the rabbit hole with him, and it's gonna end up being like a 5 for 6 or something like that, and where I'm just somehow where I get Kelsey, but I'm gonna give up a lot. You know what I mean? Just kind of want it nice and simple, like how you did it. Most of the time, that's how I do my shit anyway. First and second, give me what I want, so I can get this call today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what was it? It was that and a couple defenders or something. I mean, it was still some pieces, but you try to stack up all those first and seconds.
Like, you really got to have depth to do like those heavy pieces, or else it's like you catch a couple injuries or two and it goes all bad.
Well, he's already he was
no, I know what he's doing.
That was one of those ones where that team
you know what it was too, is because he took Kelsey early and he'd been trying to trade him since the end of that draft. If I just, I mean, maybe he just, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a couple of teams where I have like Garrett Wilson and Kelsey, and then like my 2 and 3 receivers suck.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? Because that's the route I went. I went to go, couldn't get Amon-Ra or any, you know, those guys. So I picked Garrett
Last
Wilson.
night I almost debated putting Kelsey on the block in the number 9 because my third wide receiver is like Alec Pierce. It's like, man, like this team is like, I won a championship in year 1, and then like, shit just hasn't been the same like ever since.
I mean, take a second round, go or a third round, go buy like a Michael Thomas. He has like 60. He has like 61 targets on the year right now, bro.
Yeah, shit's wild. He's still like leading the league in red zone targets.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why am I not thinking that way? I'm like, I'm gonna go buy a bunch of Michael Thomas just throwing a flex on.
And War Eagle on Twitch, what up? Pick 2 for this week: James Cook, Mixon, Pacheco. Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
Who did the Chiefs play again? The Dolphins. Man, might just have to go that. Yeah, might just have to go Mixon and Pacheco.
Yeah, you got to. It's easy to not play James Cook.
Yeah,
I mean, you just got to bet. This is probably a decent James Cook game though, because it's one of those hot read games. Pass rush is gonna be coming fast and often, so the hot read is gonna, you know what I mean. It could be James Cook, could be Kincaid though. You know what I mean? It's gonna be somebody real close to him in the line of scrimmage that's gonna get this hot read. You know what I mean?
Bengals do give up a lot of booty to the to the running backs.
Mm-hmm. Pass catching running backs, right? And I mean on the ground too, because it's like, you know what I mean? That's how you diffuse pass rush, right?
Yeah.
Running the ball at it.
Magic Man Ricky said, I love it when y'all talk wrestling, bring back so many memories of my childhood, bro. Like, fucking love wrestling. And in this offseason, we are going to figure out some kind of wrestling content where it's like,
I think we could bring Jim Cornette on. I listen to his shit all the time now, bro. The drive-through or whatever.
Yeah.
So good, bro. We
got to get a weekly show or like something it's just a wrestling show weekly, and maybe like once a month we'll do like a pay-per-view watch along.
We'll do it on our channel on your wrestling channel, right?
Yeah,
we'll stream everywhere. But like, yeah, let's how about something nostalgia, like maybe even a show called Something Nostalgic, and it could be about wrestling, but we could also switch gears if we ever want to and just talk about something nostalgic.
Yeah, I want to have something pure wrestling though, like because
how about that pure wrestling?
Ooh, all right.
How about pure nostalgia?
Ooh,
how about pro nostalgia?
Ooh,
okay. The PWN, the Pro Wrestling Nostalgic Network, or the Pro Wrestling Nostalgia Network.
PWNP. Okay. The Pro Wrestling Nostalgia Podcast.
Is it nostalgic or nostalgia when we say it in that way?
Huh? Because it rolled off my tongue better, nostalgia, but I don't know, nostalgia.
We actually have an English major in the chat. Peacock. What is on the right? I'm a master of linguistics myself and lyricism. When it comes to the punctuality and stuff, you ever have that girl? She thinks she's hella pretty. She can't spell. She uses the wrong "your" all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like she'll be like, that's yours, but put the the wrong "your."
I just like hitting them with the.
Or like, you're going today. You're going to.
I just like hitting them.
They put the "you-are," the "y-o-u-r." You're going to with only one "o." I'm like, this bitch is dumb.
There we go. See, Peacock Pro Wrestling Nostalgia Podcast.
See, there it is. See, because when you say nostalgic, because nostalgic is like, you know, I mean, like, yeah, okay. Anyways,
yeah. There you go. Boom. You guys just saw the inception right there. Hell yeah. This is gonna be dope
for it.
This is gonna be dope. And because this will be one that we can have just different random people come on to talk wrestling, any kind of wrestling, and yeah, we'll figure this out. But I do like the idea of watching an old school pay-per-view like once a month. And I mean, shit, maybe there's even a time where we watch a Raw episode, you know, like once a month or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like, you know, me, I like dealer's choice, and I don't mind being the non-dealer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I like going, like, if you ask me, I'm very specific with the things I always revisit the shit I like. It's like this, like if we just had a list of things to knock out, I would throw like one or two of them on there, and one of them would be the Bret Hart, Stone Cold.
And Marco said the Monday Night Wars are really awesome, and seeing even that, like, I mean, during those times, I mean, I guess the Monday Night War was really like WCW probably winning a bunch of it. I don't know.
Yeah, how many weeks was it? That'd be a great trivia right there.
81.
Remember, I mean, we brought this up before, is that because Gemmo, he's actually gone on a podcast with
what pay-per-view? It's starting at 1 p.m. Eastern today. What are we talking about?
It's today Wednesday. Oh, today's Wednesday Day.
Yeah.
Wednesday. Rural America.
Peacock said my nephews had all the wrestling toys in middle school and junior high. I was kind of sad to watch them grow out of that phase. Oh man, yeah.
See, nah, man. I used to just stiff arm them right out the side. Man, step aside. Let me see this. Introducing. I mean, I used to be like, man, you're doing it wrong. Let me show you how it was done. You know what I mean? Being in there playing. I remember, what is it called?
The Crown Jewel. He said, Antonio said the Crown Jewel Saturday. I think Saudi Arabia. Okay.
See, you know, that's why I like Vince, bro, because Vince is like, oh, yeah, let's go to, I've been going to Sudan or Saudi Arabia for a while. He's like, Dana, you're copying me. Because that's his whole thing. Remember, he's like, fuck that. He's doing Saturdays. I'm doing Saturdays. I like Vince, man. He's like, and Dana White, I heard he was part of the ones that kind of persuaded Vince. Like, listen, man, this might be a good thing. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're under the same umbrella now, quote unquote. Yeah.
Man, so be cool if I'm just thinking of more ideas now that we're like spitballing. Because doing watch alongs with the old school pay-per-views would definitely be the shit. Picking different, Raw episodes. I mean, that'd be the shit to go back and just check out the old school shit. And it'd be cool if we just pick a character, okay, and we just talk about some of their big storylines from 98 or 99 or
I got one.
Whatever. Let's hear it.
The history of the chair shot and the de-evolution of it into CT and stuff like that. That's an episode. Write that down. It's a good one. Mm-hmm. And then we should get like, okay, I got this. Get a fishbowl. No water, no fish.
She knows that the history of Disco Inferno.
It's just like a montage of him doing hella blow. Like, man, you got a match tonight. You don't tell Disco Stu when I have a match. Like, your name is Disco Inferno.
Ooh, Peacock said, bring back the cruiserweight title.
I'm so a cruiserweight.
I think they do have the cruiserweight title though.
But
I think it's an NXT though.
After the invasion, it stayed as a thing. It was like right under the IC title.
Yeah, so it's in the NXT now where they have the cruiserweight championship.
Oh,
so it is back.
Oh shit! I was like,
Peacock said WCW cruiserweights were fun to watch. Hell yeah, man! Because that was like the Rey Mysterios and like all those.
Yep, the good Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought he was good all the way up until he started like taking extra like HGH or something when he started putting the love handles on him. You know what I mean? Because he was still like a high spot guy, lightweight, and he was still putting some effort into that running bulldog. You know what I'm talking about? How lazy is that running bulldog eventually become?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Where he runs, come on, he's talking shit, he's grabbing by the neck, and they kind of just do it all for him. So whack.
And Stale P said they have the cruiserweight title, just don't promote it as it was. Yeah, for sure. And Stale P said, you're welcome, Bogey, for sending Chase over so cheap.
Which one? Where's that?
No. He's talking about in real life. The command Chase to the Niners.
Yeah, I really do appreciate that. But it's also, there's something here, right? Like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. How hard is it for Nick Bosa to hit home this year? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I mean,
too easy to double and triple team him and like leave everybody else open and like, it hasn't been so dominant to where they have to stop it. I mean, to where they have to stop triple teaming Bosa.
Yeah. And then like, it's actually resulted to like Eric Armstead actually, looking like his old self. Because there's just less attention in that middle. And then, like, we're rotating Drake Jackson. We're rotating Drake Jackson with, like, Kerry Hyder. And we brought in fucking Randy Gregory. And, that's when you bring in Randy Gregory, you're like, okay, we really don't like our rotation right now. You know what I mean? So, I'm surprised we did. I like this. And to get him for a third, that's like, hey, bravo, John Lynch, even though, like, we only got him for the rest of this year. That's still.
But see, like that's a potential Super Bowl winning move. Not saying that Chase Young would do that, but that's what I was talking about. That versus like, we're not even going to spend time on Lance, but like use those draft picks for like Super Bowl winning moves like this year. Because like you said, literally just like a rental for this year. Like
we had to like. It's almost like if we don't shoot ourselves in the foot with Lance or even the other first round busts before Bosa even. You know what I'm saying, that we had into the John Lynch, Shanahan era. It's like almost we don't shoot our foot repeatedly. We were not savvier with these other moves. Because like even look at we were having such bad luck with first round picks. We're like, you know what?
Just give them away.
Let's go trade for another one and trade away Buckner and get Kinlaw. Right in the foot, right? And then it's like, but we double back in that same first round with our original pick and take Ayuk. And even that was like, oh, who's that? Who's Brandon Ayuk? Like, I remember CeeDee Lamb was there when we took Kinlaw. I'm like, who's Brandon Ayuk? Like,
Joe said it's crazy.
Like, now he's dope. Like, I'm like, okay, Shanahan hit there. You know what I mean?
Joe said it's crazy how CeeDee Lamb got like 75 points last week and now he's at 115. I know, right?
I mean,
that's a shitload that happened in 1 week and a lot that happened in a whole bunch of other weeks.
It is kind of cool when you look 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, a month ago, he gets the squeaking, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And even Dak knew it because if you're a Dak manager in fantasy, you know what I'm saying? He won shit that first like hella weeks. And we actually needed that game for them to be in a negative game script against Arizona to show like, oh shit, he can throw the ball. That's right. Or even like Brandon Cooks even existed, or like, you know what I mean? Like
Derek loves talking shit about the Commandos ex-mascot, and he was like, I ain't giving away a third round to watch a guy sitting on the sidelines with me.
I mean, and that's you know what's crazy about that too is like only having him in on third packages and stuff like that. It's like now in hindsight, you could say maybe they were saving him to trade him, showing him enough. So you know, I mean, just because that is a guy who's coming off ACL. So going back to your argument with Murray, yeah, of course you would have to show him, like, hey guys, he's healthy, right? But that's also what a physical is for, right? And like I think that's what those practice reports would be about. He's a full go, he's looking good, but he's doubtful to play. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like you know, Chase Young was weird because it was like he really came back slowly from that ACL, and I think it was because he cursed Brady. You remember that?
Yeah,
I mean, Brady cursed him, I should say, because maybe he's like, "I'm coming for you, Brady," which was kind of a weird thing to tell another man. But you know, what I'm saying, I'm coming for you, and then he didn't get no sacks that game, and they shredded him up. Like every time he was coming, they threw the ball over him to like Fournette. You know, it was like it was nasty.
Fucking Derek. He said, yeah, they showed him a lot on TV, sitting on the sideline cheering.
Yeah, he's a mascot.
He's a good teammate, Derek. Okay, he's a good teammate.
You know, it's gonna be some fucking bullshit. It's like coming like next week's practice. It'll be like Chase Young's questionable. You know what I mean? He's limited in practice, and you know what I mean? Because
that's what he does.
That's kind of what he does.
That's what he does.
You know what I mean? Chase Young.
Marco said Hicks or Nakobe. Ooh,
I'm gonna go Nakobe.
Yeah. Come on, man. Got to.
Just want to have a piece of that game everywhere I could. Right?
I'm excited about this wrestling show.
And you know what? This is the first time we're gonna see Dak versus Jalen Hurts, bruh.
Yeah, Howard's one of them always hurt, like every time they would have played each other.
Let's keep our fingers crossed. Because right now I think Jalen Hurts is questionable. You know what I mean? He's not gonna miss, he's not in danger of missing the game, I don't think. But yeah, he's been banged up. And they showed the last game.
Yeah.
When they didn't get that the little tush pushy, whatever.
They fumbled. Ooh,
yeah,
man.
and then he was like, you could tell he's probably visibly shooken up because they were saying he was banged up going into the game. But then he was like, because they had to go do the little trick play out of it. You know what I mean? The next time they showed the tush push.
Right. And Sammy said, my starting receivers are London. And it was Bourne, but now he's out for the season. Fuck. He said, do I not trade Kelsey for Waddle, Evans, and Kincaid? I mean, that is a lot. What's your record? Are you dead? Are you dead over there anyways? Like, if you're dead, maybe you do it. But if you're not dead, like, just don't do it. Don't do it. There's got to be something that you can do here.
I'll give you the combination of Trubisky and Pickett for Najee. It's pretty generous in the green. You know, I'm talking Green Bowl.
Yeah.
I just said Najee because I want Brian Robinson, but I'm like, I need someone who I can just plug in because he has no bye week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm doing the same thing for you. Like you'll have it.
And who'd you say? Who were there?
The Pickett and Trubisky combination. It's really ugly.
Yeah, I really can't house. I can't house.
But see, here's the thing. You ready for this? When you make the trade, you can immediately slot Kenny Pickett in. I think.
Yeah.
In the IR.
Yeah. Still think they said there's a chance that he plays this week.
I'll talk to you about this again tomorrow. You know. It could be done.
All right.
Najee sucks, man.
Huh?
Najee sucks, man. But I guess you could say the same about the QBs I'm giving you.
Yeah, Kelsey. I mean, what's not Kelsey? Fucking.
He's so blinded by Kelsey. That's all he saw on my team. So Kelsey, Kelsey for Kelsey.
That's all I'm thinking about. Man, I'll make a trade with you. I want Kelsey.
So I don't really want anything you have but Kelsey.
Somehow, some way.
I don't know. I heard about this rule we have. I'll give you Kelsey for all four of your running backs right now.
I'm just trying to deploy
and Trubisky.
I'm trying to deploy part number 2. Okay. I mean, because if you throw Kelsey in, like, man, I'd be down to throw in like a Puka, like a Najee, a Puka. Who else?
I mean, all of it, man. What else?
Who else can we get?
B-Rob.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. You want me to break the rules now? The rule, man.
But this is the only
break the rules.
It's the only reason why you'd break those rules, right? What do you're 2-6, right? So this would be like almost a last ditch effort to like make sure you like don't lose any more games.
Exactly.
Kelsey has a bye week next week.
Mm-hmm. So Kittle, B-Rob, Najee, Puka. And I'll give you Kelsey and the Trubisky Pickett pack.
I don't want Trubisky.
I'll just sit on him.
I don't want Trubisky. Because he's a bum. He really is.
About to shred against Tennessee, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, you know, I'm crazy enough to believe that. That's what's sad about it. It's like, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm telling you, man. I tend to only say things I believe.
I would really rather
crazy shit.
I'd really rather get McCorkle in the mix.
I need McCorkle. I wouldn't have a second cube. I guess I would have the Trubisky pack.
Yeah, I mean, you have that pack that you're trying to peddle to me. Yeah. And he's gonna kill it. He's gonna run it up. The Giants.
Yeah, but Trubisky will, but if it's Pickett, I would play McCorkle. Is that crazy?
No, not really.
Okay, so
but you'd be getting so much more.
Okay, McCorkle
that it should overcompensate.
Let's see. You know what I mean? Maybe maybe throw a little something extra. You know what I mean?
I mean, unless it's a bench player, I don't have anything else to throw. I mean, that would be that'd already be like 3 starters.
That's crazy.
4 starters.
I mean, you know what's crazy is like this is how desperate we are right now. Because I'm willing to break the rules and you're willing to give me like this 4-pack, but it's like, but Kelsey is like equivalent to that. That's what's stopping me. I don't know if I feel like breaking the rules right now. I got that Katie Pickett pack for you though.
Man,
it's a good pack.
Yeah, I just can't go. I mean, maybe a 3 for 2 if we're doing that. Because I just don't want Trubisky. I don't know. Even Kenny.
We could talk Mac. We could talk Mac. It's just that, like, I feel like I'm gonna try to get some kind of leverage here because you need that. You have 0 QBs right now. Did you get any? I'm surprised you didn't even snatch up Trubisky. Just
you already do have leverage.
Yeah,
I put in my claims.
I was sitting at 11, but
I put in my claims. Didn't get any.
Crazy. I got you. I was surprised. That was the only thing I got. I only had 1 pick I could make.
Because no one's gonna overpay. Like I'm about to overpay right now. And it is your last ditch effort. I just need Watson and Rodgers to come back. I just need to like.
That's who you got. You got Rodgers. I was like, he's a savage, bro. When I saw that footage, like you saw it when he's dropping back.
Oh no, I got him long before that. He's been on my roster.
Okay.
I got him like 3 or 4 weeks ago, where I was like, you know what? Todd McAfee's talking like it may happen. I'm just burning an IR spot for him. We're just doing it.
That's what made me mad because I was too late to that party. I thought of that last night, and that's when I saw you had it. I was laughing. I was like, this guy's smart. You never know.
But yeah, man, we should do that trade.
I don't even remember what it was.
And even Kittle, like, I mean, I'm down to throw him in, but it's not like that helps you this week. Exactly. Like, you need to like not lose like any weeks. But I got multiple guys who threw up.
I'll give you Mac for Godwin and Najee.
No.
Okay. Sounded nice. Sounded about just right. You know, it's crazy because like I feel like I'll be able to throw in a Dobbs in there. You know what I mean?
Like I would go like a Mac for Najee and Cooks.
Brandon Cooks?
Yeah. Just put up 18 points. Last 2 weeks, 18. Week before that, 20. They got Philly, who gives up booty. They got the Giants. They got Carolina. They got Washington.
Throwing Kittle?
Nah, I'm not doing a 3-for-1 for McCorkle. Now he's getting
green. I'm going to throw it off, so you didn't let me finish. Okay, I got one. I'll throw you McCorkle and Dobbs for Godwin, Najee, Kittle. And I'll throw in Taysom Hill too. Fuck, I might have to play Taysom Hill this week. Damn, my team sucks.
So say it again, because you ran through that really quick. I didn't even hear the whole trade.
Okay. Godwin, Najee, Kittle. I said McCorkle, Josh Dobbs, Taysom Hill.
Najee, Godwin, what? What was the other one? Najee, Godwin, Kittle. Najee, Godwin, Kittle. For what?
For McCorkle, Josh Dobbs, Taysom Hill. It's pretty cheap for you.
I don't know about cheap because that's still 3 starters. Yeah, that one's a little tough.
We'll put a pin in it.
Yeah, I like the first one better.
What was the first one?
Najee.
Godwin. Oh, you like the Cooks one. It's all right.
No, the one that I said. Najee, Puka, Kittle.
I don't want to do the Kelsey one. Kelsey might be a last-ditch effort again next week before the trade deadline. When is the trade deadline in this league? 11?
I don't know. Let's see. Week 11.
11. Okay.
There's still a couple more weeks. But
that Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, when would that be? When it'd be, I guess we could trade all the way.
You're going up against the best team in the league this week.
Who am I playing?
Street Soldiers. You're going up against the team with the most points against. And you're going to try to hold off until next week before you make a last-ditch effort move?
No, I need Kelsey going up against the best team. You know what I mean?
I mean, all those 4 starters that I said.
I need Kelsey against the Dolphins. I need it. I need a 60 burger. I need it so bad because I actually might have to play Trubisky.
Oh, man. You're going to play Roshan?
Got to do what I got to do, man. Might play Josh Kelly. I'm just telling you, you know what I mean, you're worried about what I'm going to play.
No, I'm not worried about what you're going to play. I'm just bringing up what you're going to play. Yeah, you haven't even set your lineup over here anyways.
Yeah. I can't make a move yet because I think they're trying to get me to pick it up out of there. So I got to wait till tomorrow. So actually, I can't. That was a lie earlier. Like, you wouldn't be able to slot a bid and you're not even interested in that pack anyway.
Fucking pick it.
I know. And then like Mac Jones, fucking McCorkle, because he's in a good spot here. So like I'm also like, if it's Trubisky, I like Trubisky against that bad secondary. He might throw a couple picks.
Jay said he got offered a trade for Kelsey today. Kittle, Ford, Pickens, and Stafford. No way.
Can do it.
JJM said, I thought the deadline was yesterday. We're talking about the fantasy
deadline,
not real life.
Yeah.
Peacock said, damn, what is this? My 3 local area redraft teams not doing so well. He said 2, 3, and 5 teams and 1 4 and 4. I mean, the 4 and 4 teams aren't bad.
And the 3 and 5s are still alive.
Yeah, 4 and
3 and
4.
5, you're still alive. You just like look. I haven't felt more alive being 2 and 6. If I'm dead, if I get to 2 and 7 though, then I start feeling like okay. Because also right now, as I look at the landscape,
top 9 teams are 4 and 4 right now.
Exactly. So I'm only a couple games back, and I would need some help here. But like, yeah, and then like, I mean, I haven't looked at Street Soldiers. I mean, Street Soldiers is the best team, but you know what I mean. It's funny because he's the best team. He probably thinks he has the best logic too, because he's like, who even makes trades? The amount of money this league costs, the audacity of it. Look at me, I'm winning. I'm the best.
And I don't know if he has. Yeah, I don't even think he has anybody on bye either. Oh, he has Foyo Lacuna on bye.
Is that right? Yay for me. my team's about to get thrashed.
Nice. I'm
facing for you.
Nice. I'm facing Candlestick with no Amon-Ra St. Brown. Whew. I need some things like that to happen for me this week.
Mm-hmm. Where's he? He's a 4 and 4 team as well.
Yeah.
And you're 5 and 3?
4 and 4.
Oh, okay.
And then 2 of the 2 and 6 teams play each other. Ghost Monkey and Brian. You play Street Soldiers. Hess plays the Killer Clowns, both 4 and 4. Mm-hmm. Gary B going up against Kidda. Gary B 6 and 2. Kidda's 4 and 4. And Big Tons is 5 and 3 going up against Zoo Crew 4 and 4. This week, there's going to be a lot of movement based on who wins and loses this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 4 and 4 teams over here. This is insane.
I am the ever hopeful Sagittarius. Got Mac Jones for you. And you know what's crazy? I went straight up for the just for Najee, straight up by himself too. For the whatchamacallit.
No, you didn't. You said
Kenny Pickett. The Kenny Pickett. Whatchamacallit it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett and Trubisky, bro.
Yeah, that's like a patch for this week. Like, I don't know. I
got them the rest of the way. They have no bye week.
I need to make a move for the season.
All right. That was a season move right there. If I've ever heard one. You know, lock down the whole situation.
Yeah, it's an ugly situation to lock down.
I mean, for whoever it is, Trubisky or Pickett this week, he got 2 good weapons against a bad secondary. I like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to run. It's almost good that you're saving me from Najee. I might be putting in like a brick wall right there.
Najee in an RB spot isn't as bad as Pickett in a QB spot.
I'm not against the Titans. We're doing it. Come on. You know what I mean? It's funny how pathetic we get, right? Because I was about to start telling you, nah, she's whack, bro. Bro, Najee's so whack, bro. Look at that. Pickett's whack. Najee's whack. Bang. I'm hooking you up. I need you. The enemy of my enemies is my friend.
Oh man. See, I have so many players that could like boast up your starting lineup. Like doing even like a 1-for-1.
I'm not moving Kelsey.
I didn't say you have to move Kelsey.
Yeah, I got QBs for you.
I'm down to move pieces for McCorkle. But I mean, yeah, like I don't know. I can't move Najee. I need the no bye week the rest of the way.
I heard the fuck out of that. Mac Jones for Puka and B-Rob.
See, even then, why is Mac Jones worth the double up right now when he's
because you need him?
Because I would do even though I wouldn't want to, I would do B-Rob for Mac Jones just straight up. But like Mac Jones is too hella inconsistent.
I'll do B-Rob.
You could if you take one of my bench players and B-Rob,
I'll give you the Pickett pack for the B-Rob.
No.
Come on. Okay, the Trubisky pack. That's not what
No.
Sounded worse, huh?
I would do one of my bench players who all my bench balled out last week. I got McBride, Logan Thomas, defensive players, Brandon Cooks, Bobo. I'd do any of those guys and B-Rob for McCorkle.
I'll do the B-Rob, Brandon Cooks for give you Josh Dobbs for them.
No.
And you said season long.
McCorkle's not even one of your starters right now. I mean, he's not going to be. Like you have.
Yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm more than likely gonna play him against Washington.
Yeah, that's 1 week though. So that's not even a season thing. You're never even gonna use McCorkle.
I've used him.
Huh? When?
Against Minnesota, against the Dolphins.
With Goff, you're not really gonna be using him like at all.
He's on a bye week right now.
And you get one of your favorite players, B-Rob the Mob.
Come on, he's all right.
And I'm doing Brandon Cooks.
See, that kind of hurts it.
Now I'd play Brandon Cooks over Tank Dell.
Godwin and B-Rob.
Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do
and Dobbs.
I don't want Dobbs.
What? He's about to throw it out. He's about to throw it out. Hawkinson, Addison, and Jefferson. All the sins, bro.
Yeah, those aren't going to be two starters for me the rest of the way, though. That's the thing. It's the depth. If I'm going to do two starters, I'm wanting two starters.
Depth at QB helps. I mean, if they keep winning in spite of Watts? I guess we have a Watson. Look up a Watson practice report. Maybe he'll stop. Maybe it'll just stop all of it right now. Then you got Watson. Then you're all right over there.
See, because I'd rather give you more players that would equal more points in your starters than giving up a Godwin. I don't want to give up Godwin and B-Rob.
For McCorkle and Dobbs?
I don't want Dobbs, though. That's the thing. It's like it'd be McCorkle and someone.
All right, I'll throw in Taysom Hill. You got all the tight ends.
What about Henderson? You don't use him anyways.
It kind of depends. I didn't play him last week. I wanted to see it again. I played him the week before in desperation. That was the right move. Then I sat him last week. It was the wrong move. Or at least compared to Roshan. Okay. You gonna throw me Godwin and B-Rob?
No, I'm going B-Rob and Cooks.
What? Did you want me to throw in Henderson too? No, I'll throw in Henderson.
If we're going Godwin, yeah. If you're throwing in Henderson,
yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
It's liable. Henderson is the guy the rest of the way because why would they bring back Kyren with his little ass? I'm actually, and I say that about every player. If you're a player and a factor on that team, and that team's in a losing situation, they tend to not bring those guys back. I mean, they did it with Cup last year. Hopefully Cup doesn't get nicked up, and they're like, "Oh, I got a boo boo," and then he's just not playing because they're losing. Oh. You know what? This Wednesday practice report is dummy important. Because I forgot there's so many factors we got to track right here, too. If you threw in Puka, I'll throw in Dobbs, too.
I don't want Dobbs. I do not want Dobbs.
Okay, all right. It's the first time I heard you say that.
I'll trade you Medalist for Dobbs, straight up.
Nah.
Let's see. Now I need to look at how this would really hurt me this week, though. Man, see, that just really kills me this week because I got no Ayuk, I got no Kittle. That's like almost gonna make me lose this week.
If I was 3-5, I would so be like, give me the Kittle and Ayuk, and I'll just thug it out this week. Fend it off next week.
That's what sucks. I have I don't even know what I'd do. I wouldn't even have I would have to hit a waiver wire to fucking fill spots. That would suck.
Taysom Hill. He's in there. Yeah, all these tight ends. It's pathetic. The things I resort to.
Yeah,
it's almost the worst thing to do is when you're negotiating. Just shut up.
I would almost be down to do this, but yeah, you have to give me more of your trash that I would like that are better than waiver wire guys for this week for me to do that. Because I can't make a trade and then have to go hit waiver wire to start somebody because I got so many guys on bye.
Tutu?
All right, let's see. Is there a shinier piece of doo-doo on your bench?
I guess I should have started by saying Quentin Johnston. Then,
oh man, God damn it! Fuck, this is a lot. It just sucks that Kittle and Ayuk are on bye this week. That makes it tougher because I'd have more options and flexibility this week. And sorry, guys, I see random questions in the chat. Well, we got a big time trade in a $600 league we're talking about here.
Yeah, bear with us. You know what I'm saying? Almost need to roll something up. Almost. I'm done. Let me close this garage too, because it's fucking freezing.
I know. Why does Quentin Johnson have to suck so much?
It's crazy because they want him to be a thing so bad, and it's sucks because he sucks, and they keep saying it. And then I'm just so upset. I haven't even actually looked that way. His targets have been and even when Palmer left the game, the game was out of hand. So then, you know what I mean? And if they were going to him, trying to get him some yak going, because they're okay, you clearly can't catch it down the field. You know what I mean? That kind of hurt Keenan Allen too. But the game was out of hand against Chicago.
What might the wide receivers be? All right, so let's say this trade again out loud. So who do you want from my side?
Godwin, B-Rob, and who's the third?
Logan Thomas.
I think it was Kittle.
It was Cooks.
It was Brandon Cooks. Okay. Yep. Godwin, Cooks, B-Rob for McCorkle, Henderson, Taysom Hill. And that's where we're at, right? Oh, and Dobbs. Okay, yeah, we're doing the Dobbs. Okay. All of a sudden now.
Well,
for good measures, we're throwing them in. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, that was the pack I was trying to put. That was the other initial pack I was ready to push anyway. Some young pack movies, you know what I mean? Let's make it happen. There it is, right there. I think that's him. I think that's the pieces of paper that we wrote on.
And that's what it is. I need one of your shitty wide receivers at the end.
It's Tutu or Quentin. That's the only ones I got.
I know.
And then I march out fucking Trubisky and or Pickett. The Mitchett. It's gonna be the Kenny Mitch Pickett packet.
All right, let's see what this looks like real quick on paper. What the fuck? Oh man, my phone's freezing. Why is it freezing? And right after this, guys, we're gonna get to some questions.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Let me grab my charger. Before this shit dies.
All right, here we go. What do you think, guys? So it would be Godwin, Cooks, and B-Rob for Mac Jones, Dobbs, Henderson, Quentin Johnston. Man, this one's tough, but I think we're going to send it. We're going to send it. This is a huge trade here. No idea how this will work out. But man, I gotta make a move to make sure that my team doesn't die, because it's dying. It's dying on me right now.
Don't you go dying on me.
All right. Oh, Bank said he'd keep the B-Rob side. Yeah. I have no QBs though. Like, that's the thing. Like, literally like 0 QBs. In a super flex league. Like, that is the thing. And I got Derrick Henry, Najee, B-Rob, and Aaron Jones. So I got 4 running backs. And then I got Adam Thielen, Ayuk, Puka, and Godwin. Those are the, so I got to where I'm only giving up 1, and it's definitely a downgrade at Henderson and Johnston. But yeah, being able to get 2 starting QBs, like nobody's trading QBs either. So it's definitely like a last ditch effort. Like, I just caught a huge loss versus Hess. Hess, the #1 scoring team in the league, 4-4. Got to catch a dub like this week. And if I don't make a trade for a QB, I may have to run 1 QB down. And I am slated to beat Candlestick as of right now. Even with the QB on bye. But yeah, and then I get to keep still got Ayuk, still got Kittle. And Peacock said, damn, we have to make some moves like that next week for sure. I can see life being sucked out of a couple teams that can't catch a break for sure. And Bake said, in that case, I'd do it. You're stacked at RBs. And the one thing that's good about the RBs is that Najee and Henry and Aaron Jones have had their bye weeks already. So, like, that was the one reason why, like, I really hate moving B-Rob, but he's the one guy who still has his bye week to come out of the 4 guys that I have. But there we go. I sent it to Bogey. Let's see. Ooh. I guess Zoo Crew, he's either listening or not listening, because he tried to send me PJ Walker for Ayuk. No, sir. No, sir. No, thank you. And what up, Greg? Everybody, rethrow in your questions. Sorry if we didn't answer any of your questions. We were going back and forth. We were going back and forth on a crazy trade, and there goes Bogey. He accepted it right now. And
grab my charger, my shit, right? It wouldn't even let me do it. I had to plug that motherfucker in. I was like, this shit geek. And I'm like, oh, is he taking it down? I'm like, because I kept pressing thing like confirm. And doing that, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, is this a sign?
Insane trade.
You took Quentin Johnston. That actually made me mad.
What I mean, it's shitty that Quentin Johnston's better than any wide receiver on the waiver wire right now. So like.
I picked them up like that Sunday morning. Like, you know, that they were playing Sunday night. I was like, let me just pick them up. He's just sitting there. All right, cool. We're in the mix.
And I can't get cocky to think I'm going to beat Candlestick if Watson doesn't play. Even though I do have a nice cushion on Candlestick, I'm just getting lucky that I'm playing a team that's hurt. And Devo, you the man. Devo sending a super chat, showing love. You the man, Devo.
You know, I usually
appreciate you, homie. This
I'm
dab
not,
for you, bro.
I'm not gonna. Why you hit that dab? I'm not gonna lie to you, Hus. You know, I get really high off the trades, right? And I know you get that too. You know what I mean? This one, I don't think we really got that high off this one. This one kind of hurts.
No, because it's not
desperation, but it's like it has to be done. Something has to be done.
It's as close to a desperation trade as you'll ever see me make. Because like I can't. Like this is a fork in the road where I need to fucking win this game, and like. There's no Cousins. Cousins just literally died on me. Watson, who the fuck knows? And I've been running without a second QB for weeks now. And like I've been, I got lucky a few times, but
I just gave you 3 QBs right there, bro. 3.
You know what? I totally fucked up. I didn't put Taysom Hill in there.
Okay.
So, but we were still planning on putting him in there, right? Like I'll put a message in the chat right now that the trade that we worked out, I just did it too quick.
Just put him on your team. Yeah, put like if anyone's watching the show, we agreed there's supposed to be Taysom Hill in there too. Throw him in there. Okay. I brought that up.
Yeah,
I would have played Taysom Hill over here. I mean, yeah, you just go ahead and remove him. Same thing.
Yeah, and then we don't have to do like a trade.
Yeah. I left my joint in there charging too, so. Okay. You know, it's funny is I didn't want to get greedy because I'm making you come off of like, first of all, it's already like, I know for your end, you're like, bro, I'm giving you Chris Godwin and B-Rock. Like, it's your favorite guys, man. Because I was like, I wanted to like, just the fact that you're giving me my guys, I wanted to be like, I'm throwing an LB, but I'm like, okay, I guess I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. Like, I have, like, I mean, I'm not that okay. But
well, no, you're not okay. That's why you had to make the trade. I'm not okay. That's why I had to make this trade.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully we're okay now.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. And Devo, that dab was for you. Appreciate you, bro, with the super chat. And Brenanja on Twitch. Thanks for throwing in the highlighted chat there. My bad it took so long. He said, hey, who do I start this week? Out of DeMarcado, Roshan Johnson, Taji Spears.
It's
definitely
not person getting the most work is DeMarcado.
Yeah, it was definitely not him versus the Browns.
Yeah,
like, fuck that.
Yeah. Probably Roshan.
Man, and Roshan versus the Saints. That's a really bad matchup. Also, it's crazy because
people being able to run on this. Look at the last. If you look at the last 4 teams that played the Saints, they've been able to run.
Let's go check it.
Yeah, maybe not 4. Hey, yeah, let's do that. Actually, I think because I was looking at this.
The last 2.
Okay, it's just the last 2. 2 out of the 4. That's what I was supposed to say.
I mean, shit, 2 out of the entire year.
We'll see if you say 2 out of the last 4.
It sounds better, more. Yeah, for sure. But I'm just
worded it wrong.
Like they've given up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 8 weeks. They've given up like at least 10 points in 5 out of the 8 weeks. Given up at least 10.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's what's crazy. That is, I wonder why. What's different about them over these last 2 weeks?
I don't know.
Jacksonville and Indy.
They like Indy, and you know what was crazy? It was Indy. It was like it was like early in the third, or like they came out the half, and they're like, okay, we figured something out. Like that. I remember the commentary; he couldn't stop talking about it. They figured something out. They found something they liked, and they just keep attacking it.
Because Steelers, they're the best matchup by far out of all 3 of these teams that we're talking about here.
Who's playing the Steelers?
Spears. I guess what sucks is, none of the, Roshan's the guy who's getting the most touches. Taji Spears, DeMarcado, and Taji Spears and Roshan, they're probably going to be getting like similar work. You know what? I'm just going to go crazy because it's just a Wednesday right now. Actually, you'd have to play him on Thursday.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Man, fuck it. I would play Taji Spears versus the Steelers.
Limited touches could break one.
Yeah. It's ugly. It's ugly all around.
I feel like there's a big Derrick Henry game coming here. And like I think Hopkins will have a decent game to follow up his crazy game.
I'm hoping it's a big Derrick Henry game. He needs to have one. And what up, Bakes? And
What up, Bakes?
Greg said 12-man PPR 7-1. Would you trade T-Law, Swift, and Dubs for Jalen Hurts and Pollard?
Oh shit. Hold on.
I probably would. I mean, you're getting the Hurts side, right? Yeah, as long as you're doing that, I feel like I would. Get a little bit more top heavy. What do you guys think of that back and forth trade banter? And B Silva, are we buying in on Pitts now? I don't think so. I'm not super excited about it. And Devo, we're gonna do another chat, another dab for your super chat. You the man, Devo. Appreciate you, homie. And we're racking up those entries for the next giveaway or raffle that's going to be going down somewhere around Thanksgiving time. We're going to be able to get remonetized here on the 12th. And well, actually, I mean, we can reapply for it on the 12th. Hopefully, we fingers crossed that we just get reinstated. But yeah, we're going to do another dab for you, bro. And Greg said, I have concerns about Pollard. Yeah, for sure. I mean, as I'm sure everybody does. But he's healthy. That's really one of the things. And Joe, I'll find a situation every week where if I drop a decent player, try and pick him up, try and give him a chance. It worked twice so far, but it's a dangerous play. Yeah. Nick said in a tough spot, 2-6, looking for some trade ideas. Team is Mahomes, Kincaid. RBs are Pollard, Pacheco, Ford, Hunt, Darrell, Roshan, Kyren. Wide receivers, Keenan, Amari, Godwin, T. I mean, the trade ideas is finding the trade partner. Like, you just notice how, like, me and Bogey were able to go back and forth, on this trade that we were talking about. You got to find the trade partner. It's not just about, like, oh, trade this guy for this guy. Because, like, look at how much that trade changed between me and Bogey in the 20 minutes, 10 minutes that we were going back and forth. Like, you have to find a partner who's, like, needs to make a move. Like, that's what this comes down to. You got to trade with someone who needs to make a move, especially right now. There's a lot of people who want to make a move. Your team's 2-6. You should be looking to acquire more players so you strengthen your squad. Bogey traded some of his bench players to my ass. A lot of them. I mean, this potentially could, depending on how you look at it, in certain weeks, maybe all of these guys are just bench players, for Bogey, for 2 for sure starters, 2 for sure starters for me, and then 1 guy who's like a fringe flex from week to week. Stale said, I'm losing hope on Mahomes. Should I bench him for Howell this week? Nah, man. Versus the Dolphins. Hell no, man. Let's see. Grananja, did I make a smart decision dropping Aaron Jones? Nah, man. You should. Why'd you drop him? I know he's been blah, but he's still a starting running back. Shane said 5-3. Trade Collins and White for Brees and Sutton. Got CMC, Taylor, Diggs, Olave, and Adams. So you need a running back this week, right? How will you be making that move? Well, actually, no. I'm not going to do that. Because you're talking about Rashad White, what I'm assuming, nah. Wide receiver, running back for wide receiver, running back, nah. You got to make moves to improve your team. And if you guys have any buy lows, sell highs. Oh, man. See, that's what's tough is I'm sure I do. But just in my mind, right now, I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. Yeah, and Joe said Mahomes had the flu. But let me see. I'll tell you a couple here. We'll just look at rest of season, schedule. I don't think Derrick Henry's necessarily a buy low, but he's someone I would be trying to target. I know people have been Tony Pollard's probably a buy low.
Yeah.
Just because look what he's been doing. He's been doing super shit, but he's got a really good schedule.
I think got a really soft schedule, right? For real.
Yeah.
Maybe outside of the Eagles games.
David Montgomery might be a good buy low as well. If people saw Gibbs, balling out and shit, Monty's not going to be shit. Maybe you buy him low. Because on their schedule, their schedule is really nice. Really nice. Yeah. They started off with the Chargers when they come back next week. And I think he should be the timetable should be back by that week, right? What would that be 4 total weeks, 2 games and then the bye?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I'm hella mad. I'm hella mad because in order I put the QBs and then Clark for my claims. Clark. And then he was still available, but I couldn't make a move because I had to wait. And then I had space. I'm like, oh, someone grabbed him. Love starting linebackers against the Eagles. Just gonna run it all over them, you know what I mean? You think that's the game of the week?
Which one?
The Jalen Hurts daiquiris.
Nah, I think it's gonna be the Mahomes Tua.
Okay.
But that shit, I
hate that they travel. That shit annoys me. Because I hope we see a good game. For what it's worth, we've had decent games in London this year, right? We had the 2 Jags games with the Falcons ones. I had some fantasy, right?
Yeah.
The Bills one, that one went kind of crazy.
Oh yeah.
Who was the other one? Oh yeah. Oh no, I don't remember. Yeah, who did play that other the non-Jags London game? That's crazy.
Bucks.
Oh,
the Falcons Bucks, right?
They played that in London?
Yeah, remember that was the Toy Story game.
No, that was the Jags Falcons.
Oh.
So we had the Jags Falcons, the Jags Bills, and then who was the other one?
Here we go. It was week 4, 5, and 6. That's what it was, right? Jags, Bills, and then Ravens, Titans.
Ravens, Titans. There you go. Oh, that's right. That's when Tannehill died.
Yeah.
I was holding on to Will Levis everywhere that week, and I just dropped him because I'm like, oh, they said it's going to be Malik Willis. And then they come out, I'm like, I would have held him on through a bye week too to move them. Right when I dropped him, 2 fucking Zoo picks him up. I'm like, son of a bitch.
So it's funny. Bake said I probably would have tried to trade away Aaron Jones instead of B-Rob.
No,
that wouldn't have happened. Bogey never would have took it. I would have soured the deal. Gotta know your trade partner. Bogey hates Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I was just saying earlier, like, I think it's funny too because I care about you. You know what I mean? So I even asked you last week. So are you still doing the Aaron Jones thing, man? I mean, I care about you, bro. I don't want you to keep seeing you do this. So, you know?
He's been in our formats. He's been okay because he's been like hovering right around 15 points, but like other formats, like not so much.
It's the fucking. You're right though. I mean, just any running back period. Because as long as they get some work, they're getting points out of that just alone.
Yeah.
So then if you know, for Aaron Jones' sake, he probably has a safer floor in that format over B-Rob because at least Aaron Jones gets the targets.
And Marco said, just understood the Ravens play the Satans.
Who did they play?
I don't know. The Satans?
The Titans?
And Ben C, what do I do with Dameon Pierce? I mean, he's got such a shit matchup this week. You probably bench him, but it wasn't his fault, man. He hit pay dirt.
Give it to the fullback.
He hit pay dirt. They called it back, and then they fucking gave it to the fullback, and he scored.
Yeah, because that's so Niners, bro. That's such a fucking Niner thing to do. Because that's fucking Ben Slownick over there calling the plays. Because that's like some shit we would do a use check. You know what I mean?
And Bake said, did not know that about Bogey. He said, noted.
And see, here's the thing. It's not that I hate Aaron Jones. It's that I faded Aaron Jones. And like, like last year, I faded Murray and I ate crow until he died. And then when he died, I didn't celebrate it. You know what I mean? Because my whole thing was like, I'm just not going to pay the price for someone who's too risky. I feel like it was too much risk for his injury. And that was my whole reason of having him as a QB2. I had Wilson as a QB2 too, and like with all the hype, because when all the hype died down, I was like, I don't really like him like that. Then this year, I made the sad mistake to be like, you know what? In year 2, Broncos will with Sean Payton this time. Yeah, not so much. You know what's crazy? If we had like 4 or 5 games of what we saw against the Chiefs this last Broncos game, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Where's the 2 and 3 touchdown rest games? Like, what the fuck? That was supposed to be a thing. I knew their defense was going to be ass like that. They're really only good on one side of that secondary. And Kareem Jackson has just been playing his ass off, though. So that is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. Damn it. Totally forgot. Vampire Day. Got to go unlock the waivers.
It's all good. Hit the dab. And then fuck it. Do it.
I'm glad my teams they've been pretty solid, and I've already had like a couple big bye weeks, so I'm not even forcing the issue with people that I pick up. Like I've been waiting for like news later in the week, and then like being able to, like I picked up Henderson because of waiting for news later in the week, and then getting the news and still having a move and no one else.
Is it crazy to say the fact that you got Henderson and Quentin Johnston like you came up?
I think I think we both did.
Yeah, I mean, I have all these. I can't start all my QBs, obviously, and like, you know what I mean. And
those guys, I mean, yeah, like one man.
Those 3 guys are going right into my lineup because I don't have Ridley this week. Who? Wow, thanks.
Yeah,
they're saving me this week. Yeah, I'm already looking at my lineup. Is going to be whatever the fuck Pittsburgh QB.
Yeah, it just depends on what side you're like looking at it from. And it's funny, Crispy said Bogey number 18. Because like I got a lot of players, out of this deal, but I had to give up, 3 starters, 3 guys who are like, I mean, Cooks is, he's been starting every week.
He's a strong flex. And this week in a shootout, like that's what gave me the appeal. So because I was gonna try to get greedy with the Kittle thing, and I was like, nah, that's not even gonna help me theoretically, and like that might even sour the deal on your side. Like, oh, I'm not gonna do that, like, right? So I'm like, okay, stone the Cooks. You know what I mean? And it's funny how like selling that's a form of selling high because he's coming off a big game, but also at the same time, it's like it's a form of being willing to buy him. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, you always did something.
He keeps getting his 70 to 75%. snaps in a team that's throwing a lot.
Yeah, makes
doing that.
Those guys are like, low end WR2, high end WR3 range. Like when you look at, because those are like traditionally the amount of snaps those guys play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, let me turn on waivers over here real quick. All right, so if you're in the vampire leagues, get ready. Opening waivers right now. Whoa. What the heck happened? Okay.
Oh, man. Crispy, why are you doing this to me?
Uh-oh. What did he do?
I almost don't even want to say this out loud because it's almost a smash, bro.
Oh, that you're going to smash it?
No, it's almost a smash.
Uh-huh. What are you doing over there, Crispy? It's Kelsey, though, huh?
Yep.
Of course it is, because that's where he's trying to move Kelsey.
See, and it's just the thing is because of course there's picks, there's a first and a second involved, and then just no matter what, it's just like because I just got the tab, I'm putting the tab together and formulating this payment plan for my future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to pay for this one. You know what I mean? Like this one.
Is it all picks?
No, fuck no.
Okay, just
there's multiple players in the first and the second. But they're, hitters in my lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for context. Yeah.
Crispy trying to shake the boat.
Yeah, he needs some holes to fill over there. He might do it through me too. Oh.
Yeah, Crispy's laughing over here. Marco said O'Connell is expected to start for the LV traders. Let's see, where do you see that? Pedro. Walker, Pollard, rest of the season, probably Walker. Already had the bye too. And Ben said, is the hype real with Trey McBride? Oh, it's real, man. It's real. People are hella hyped on him. This week, not a good week. They're going up against Cleveland. Caesar, I have the Miami defense. Who should I drop in for who? Bench pieces are Sanders, Akers, Judy. Defenses on waivers, Vikings, Chargers, Raiders, Patriots. I mean, I like the who the hell does Miami play again? They're not Miami. Who's did the Vikings play again? The Falcons. I really like that. Chargers versus Jets. I mean, that it could be a good one. I don't know. Chargers are kind of fugazi here and there. Raiders versus the Giants could be a good one. And I don't know. I think I'm skipping over the Patriots now. So I think that I would go. I think that I would go with the Raiders over the Giants. Oh, you guys ready for this? We got a new feature that I want to start deploying here very soon. And check this out, guys. So if you go to hustlerpod.com, there's now a way for you to leave a voicemail. And we'll start having those voicemails get played while we're on live. Hold on, let me get it pulled up here. All right, check this out. Let me get the. All right, so you could do this. You could do this right on your phone. When you pull up the phone, see this button down here? You just hit this, leave a voicemail, you start recording, you leave your name and email, and then boom, and then it comes into us, and then we can play them live. But this is going to be a cool little feature. If anybody, literally at any point during any show, you could leave a voicemail and we'll just pull it up during the show. So you go to hustlerpod.com, hustlerpod.com. There you go, hustlerpod.com. And then you just hit the lower button here, the little voicemail right there. As soon as we get the voicemail, I'll get an email that gets pulled up, and we'll be able to have it get played out over the show, so people can listen to the voicemail. We'll answer the question if it's a question, or just respond to whatever it is. But really, get a radio show vibe going. So want everybody to try this out sometime in the next couple days. Do it while we're on a live stream, like a morning show, because we'll be live for a while. Hustlerpod.com, and then it's in the bottom right corner right here. And then this is also where you can get all the podcasts. You get to Apple, Spotify, Google, like literally anywhere real quick. And it has the podcast here as well. There we go. And oh man, totally messing up here on the what's it called, on the Patreon. Totally slacking on you guys, man. I messed up. Got to get these questions answered for the Patreon peeps over here. And they said, good morning, Huss. Got bye week Bose Laporta on bye. Best options I've seen are Everett. Parham is Everett a go. So we don't know yet about Everett. But practice reports Thursday through Saturday will let us know. Okay. And let's see. And then he said, Douglas, Osborne, Roshan Johnson, pick 2. Ooh. I'll go Douglas and Johnson. And then play Taysom, who's on my bench, or drop him for Logan Thomas. I have Waller. And Saints play the Bears, and they're at home. Let me see. How many? Where's Taysom Hill's snaps? Yeah, I mean, see what's crazy is he's only playing 45 to like 60% of snaps, but like when he plays, it's very important. And I think that, let me see, it's either Logan Thomas is the other guy. Let's see real quick. All right. Yeah, I'm not scared of the Bears matchup, like, at all. Let's see what the Patriots. Guess I'm not really scared of the Patriots either. I'll probably just keep Taysom Hill for the way that he's been getting mixed in versus making the move. So keep Taysom. And then last question here for him. Cooper, Addison, Meyer, Henderson, Roshan Johnson, Moss, pick 1. And I saw we just got a voicemail from someone testing it out. So we're going to we'll continue testing everything out as well, including getting the voicemail. Cooper, Addison, Meyer, Henderson, Roshan, Moss, pick 1. Henderson. All right, there we go. All right, and then for Scotty Boy, 2 QB league, Cousins is dead. Pick up 1 as of now. Kyler, Mac Jones, Aiden O'Connell, Heineke. So it'll be Mac Jones. But figure out a way to get Murray also. All right. There we go. All right. All right. Tino said he just tested the voicemail to see if it worked. All right. We appreciate you, Tino. Let's check this out real quick here. All right, let's see. Let's find it here. All right. Here we go. Let's see here. All right, let's see. Let's wait for Bogey to get back here. Hopefully he's almost back. And but I got it pulled up here. We're gonna play I don't know, let's see. Yeah, we got Derek just sent one. Derek just sent one. I don't think Tino, I didn't see one from you. I see one from Derek though. In here. We're gonna read it out when or we're gonna play it out when Bogey gets back. We'll wait for him so you can see the new software that we got going now. And hopefully he'll be back shortly. And Juggernaut in the house. What's up? Yeah, Tino, yours didn't work, dude. I don't know what happened. I don't think you finished it off. Do it again, because we'll play multiple. And for what we were, I'll show it again for the peeps. If anyone else wants to try this out, have some fun with it. Here we go. HustlerPod.com. HustlerPod.com. This is where you get access to the podcast. Got everything in here. Got all the episodes. Has all the places where you can follow the podcast. So follow us everywhere. Leave us a review on the podcast platforms as well. And then right here, this little button right here in the bottom right corner of HustlerPod.com. You'll see it pop up. And let me see. Maybe let me refresh it here. Pull it up. Leave a voicemail for the 420 crew. You start recording. You can do this right on your phone. Start recording. You stop recording. And then I believe there's like a send button. And then you leave your name and email. And then it'll send everything. So you have to leave the name and email as well, or it won't send it. I didn't want people. I mean, I'm sure someone could put in a fake email or whatever. But I didn't want people to seem like they could do it anonymously. Oh, there we go. Tino said, LOL, my bad. I didn't press send. See, knew it was something. And there we go. Now it worked. Okay, cool. So when Bogey gets back out here, we'll play these out. And yeah, it should be cool. And Clock said if I was a wrestler, I'd be Dwayne the Clock Johnson.
Who is this Rudy Poo?
Let me see which one is it.
If you smell the rock, it's cooking.
The Rock says.
The Rock says.
The Rock says.
All right, so check this out, Bogey. We got some new software now where people can they can leave a voicemail through our website, hustlerpod.com.
Cool.
And we're gonna play them out right live here. So we got our first ones from our man Derek.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, Huss? Tell Crispy I need that Kelsey in the 18. Tell him I need that Kelsey in the 18, bruh.
Oh, Bogey's about to go accept it.
This is all an elaborate scheme to make me do it, isn't it?
It probably is. I'm sure it is. And here we go. We got Tino. Where'd you go, Bogey? Get back over here. Did you really go to accept it? You ready? You in here?
Yeah,
Nope.
go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Here goes Tino's.
Hi, my name's Tino. First time caller, long time listener. I would just like to say the Eagles ain't shit. And how about them Cowboys?
We had to play that one.
We play them all.
That's hella funny.
That's fucking awesome. See, that's what we need to have. Some shit like that makes us feel just like a radio show.
For real though.
Yeah. So again, I'll throw it up here. How you go do this. So you go to hustlerpod.com, and then in the bottom right corner, you could do this on your phone. You don't have to do, I'm just showing you on a computer, but you could do this right on your phone. Bottom right corner, you click the little mic button. It says send, leave a voicemail for the 420 crew. You start recording, and then you hit done, and then you hit send, and then it makes you put in your name, your first name, and your email, and then it sends it on over. And hell yeah, that was awesome. Tino, you're savage. Oh man, you are a savage. And SJMP. So would you do Hurts and Thielen for Kamara, Keenan Allen, CJ Stroud? I don't know about that. I don't think I really don't think I would. Man, Tino got him on both. How about them Cowboys and the Eagles ain't shit? Oh man, that was classic. That was classic. SJMP. I'm the one with Hurts and Thielen. Yeah, you would be trading away Hurts and Thielen, right? Like, if I'm trading both those guys away, I'd feel like it would have to be like 4 players. Like you're getting 2 players for like each guy you're trading away. And I would only do this if you were like 2-6, you know, like something like that, to where you need to make a move to like make sure you crawl out of whatever hole, you know, you've kind of started off the season in.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this one alone right now.
I'm not gonna make the move on.
I'm gonna make a move. I'm just trying to think exactly how I'm gonna counter this, because he's asking for a lot, and I don't mind giving up that much, but I'm like, if you're gonna have to meet me a little more in the middle. That's too. He saw me overpay for Josh Allen, but that's different.
Not just Kelsey alone, right? That's what you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know
and see, what do you think about the new software? That's pretty cool, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like that's it. So you added that to the website?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. So now we just gotta keep promoting it so people remember that's how you do that. And yeah, we'll just read them out as they, or I mean, we'll play them out as they come in throughout the show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tino, you know, you better not do all these characters and pretend to be other people. Yes.
That shit is
I've planted the seed.
And Aaron, what up? He said trade Cup and Adams for AJ Brown. I have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Diggs. I mean, damn, you still have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Diggs, and AJ Brown. Whew. It almost might be worth it. like what's your record? If you're what's your record? I'd try to get something else from the other side to maybe even it up a little bit, but I'm with it, paying up for AJ Brown like that. He's been killing it.
I mean, shit. It's a good matchup for him again.
And Tino said I won't.
Yes.
Well, no. So Dennis, so the buy me a coffee, that's in the replacement of like buy me a blunt. You know, like that's what it is, because you're not like literally buying coffee. It's just a place where you can leave like donations. But yeah, that buy me a blunt one that got taken down.
What if you're just buying a blunt? Didn't say what's in it.
Yeah, and it's really a donation for someone to go buy their own blunt, you know. And Ben said, sorry if you answered this. I was away from the computer. Should I start Levi Thursday? Damn it. Who is your other? I was on the other side of whoever. I remember you had a second person in there, and I said to go the other way. And Dennis said, damn. Yeah. So the buy me a coffee, that's literally, you know, that's just a way to support the show. Another way besides Patreon that you can support the show. Because yeah, buying a coffee is really, you know, think of that being the tree budget. And you know, we get more coffees bought for us. We may be going to the dispensary a little bit more often. Show you guys some fire. Aaron said I'm 6-2. Yes, yeah, I probably would do that. I'd want to get one more piece from the other side. And Ben, do I sell Stevenson and redraft? I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to find a buyer, you know. I mean, I know everyone's hurting for RBs right now, but it is kind of tough to find a buyer for Stevenson. Because I feel like Stevenson's one of those guys. He's going to be like a throw-in, like in a trade. And Marco said, weed-flavored coffee sounds interesting. Hell yeah.
Then they got like THC-infused coffee, but the thing is like it almost like counterbalances itself, right?
Yeah. A little bit. All right. I think we might be getting ready to wind down. I think one more dab, and then it might be time to get out of here. We'll be back at 1 p.m. West Coast time for fantasy news today. Man, it's crazy. I guess we didn't even really talk about too many of the last minute like moves that happened right before the trade deadline.
I mean, we could rapid fire a couple of them. I mean, like obviously. It's funny because it's a true testament to what kind of a liar Shanahan is. Because over the weekend, he said the Niners aren't going to be making any moves.
Yeah.
He's like verbatim. Yeah, we're not going to be making any moves, you know, at the end of this deadline. Not.
Yeah, so it's really just like the opposite, right? We just always need to like go the opposite way, whatever he says. So, yeah, I mean, one of the bigger ones, Chase Young, going to the 49ers.
That's what I'm
Even
saying.
after getting Randy Gregory, just trying to keep the pockets loaded, right?
Yep. And then there's the, you know, there's the other coach speak where they come out and they're like, yeah, we're not trading away Patrick Surtain. And they don't. But see, I think it's coach speak because they couldn't get compensation for what they wanted. So then they just come out and like, we're not trading them. Yeah, because no one will give you what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how Washington just they finally blew up their defensive line of like 5 first rounders or something.
Not gonna be able to pay him
like that. Yeah, I mean, sooner or later they knew it was gonna happen.
And they paid their interior line, both Payne and and Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen has like a mini bag on him. You know what I mean?
And now you move Montez Sweat
for a second.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Even, right? Like
even more than
hey Bears. Yeah. You know what I mean? But see, that's the thing too, is like because I mean, I guess the youth is on both their side actually.
Yeah, I mean, they both got. I mean, both have been drafted within the last couple of years. But Montez Sweat, I mean, he doesn't have the injury baggage like Chase does.
But Chicago is gonna they're probably gonna extend him right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or at least that would be like early in the offseason type shit because they need pass rushers so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Next one here, as we just scroll down, I just pulled up a site that has them all here. We got Josh Dobbs, 7th round pick. I mean, what did they even trade for him? Do you remember what they traded to get him initially?
It was
like also
it was a late pick, and then but I do know they traded away Minnesota trades away Cleveland. They're fucking as one of their guards, and they trade him for like a 6th. So they kind of got that in return already.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I like the Josh Dobbs story this year. I'm connected to the Josh Dobbs story this year. I had him everywhere.
Oh, and actually, no, it's Vikings received Josh Dobbs and a 7th.
That's what I meant.
For a 6th. That's what it was. I read that.
Yeah, and then they got yeah, they did a round swap, and then they got an extra pick. Yeah.
Okay. No, they didn't do a round swap. They swapped a 6 for a 7.
Oh, okay. For the low.
Yeah, pretty blah. But still, this one I feel like is huge. What are your thoughts on Leonard Williams going to Seattle?
Oh, that one made me really mad, bro. Because
that's a huge weakness for them.
Yeah, that interior, and then but it's twofold that makes me mad because it's like, man, I like that they had a bad interior. One, because my Niners, that's one of our best qualities, right? Is that we're our rush attack, but then also for fantasy, like, you know what I mean? I love love how Bobby Wagner and Jordan Brooks, they just get all these tackles. But then they compensate for it now when they're playing in winning situations because they get at the QB and they get behind the line and tackle. Like, it's good to see Bobby Wagner have some tackles for a loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Been a while, bro.
2nd and a 5th that they traded for him.
I mean, he has a bag on him too. Like,
he's one of the best interior linemen, like in the league. Like, he's a beast.
That says a lot to what how New York views the rest of their season.
Yeah,
they're pretty much packing it up. I mean, yeah, and that's a fucking awesome move, bro. Because now like their interior linebackers is ill. Then he's immediately gonna sew up their interior line up front. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Mayfee. Mafe. There you go. That's how they pronounce it. Because I heard one of the announcers say it that way. Mafe. But they're never right half the time either.
Yeah.
Either way.
And another one, Kevin Byard. I mean, that was a couple days. I mean, wasn't like right at the deadline or anything, but that was another big move that happened. And it was Eagles getting Kevin Byard, Titans getting Terrell Edmonds, a 5th and a 6th rounder.
Yep. That was really for the picks and the youngster.
All right. I didn't see this one. This was one that fell through the radar. Rasul Douglas.
Oh, yeah, to the Bills.
Goes over to the Bills. It's Rasul Douglas and a 5th rounder for a 3rd rounder.
Yeah, I mean, you knew they were in trouble when they brought back Josh Norman even. They're like, oh, shit, let's bring back Josh Norman. So, like, this does make sense to trade for Rasul Douglas, who has, like, a moderate bag, hella affordable.
Yeah.
And you just play him out for the rest of this year. And that's just a testament to how Green Bay looks at their season too. Like, man, what can we do to get some picks here?
Yeah. How about Donovan Peoples-Jones getting traded to the Lions for a 6th rounder?
Josh Reynolds been dropping a lot of big balls. He's like, listen, you can still stay on my couch, bruh. You know, because I heard he like stays with Goffle.
Okay.
That's like his boys since the Rams, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so this one, here's another one that kind of fell through the radar because it's an offensive lineman. But the Jags trade the Vikings a 6th rounder for
Cleveland.
Ezra Cleveland.
Yeah, and I mean that's a testament to how bad their line is too. That they're just, you know what I mean. But I don't. Was he a starter for them?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. We don't really see too many starting offensive linemen.
They move like that now. Unless they're like elderly.
Yeah, but even then, it's usually for like some kind of a bag, not just like moving a guy to move a guy. This is for a 6th rounder. I mean,
yeah, that's how bad their line is. They need some depth there.
Yeah.
And
let's see who else. Okay, here's another one. Fell through the crack. Defensive lineman Kentavious Street gets traded from the Eagles to the Falcons. It's
interior line
7th. Yeah, interior DL.
Yeah.
Get Street plus a 7th rounder for a 6th rounder. Comes back to the Eagles.
The Falcons did another move. I don't know if it was another trade. It was like last week, or if
it was Van Jefferson.
Okay, Van Jefferson, but there was another
Van
one.
Jefferson for a Van Jefferson the 7th for a 6th.
And there was another one, another D tackle. Because they losing Grady Jarrett. They're like, hey, we need to, you know what I mean? We have a big gaping hole now.
I don't know. I don't see anything else. That's it.
Okay. I might have missed.
Crispy said, hurry, Bogey.
Listen, man, you know what I mean? It's kind of part of the process here. Got to kind of play this one out because, like, you know, I looked at my team. Like, he's asking for a running back and a receiver, both from my starting lineup, and my running backs are fucking wounded, though. You know what I mean? But it's like, and then this already starts making me think, well, you know what? I could plug in AJ Dillon. Like, oh, that's not gonna be good. Like, you know what I mean? It's I might be okay just staying put. And that sounds crazy because I know Kelsey will compensate, but I don't know. We're gonna see here because that's a hefty price.
Yeah, see, that's what's tough is because, like, I wanted to go make a trade for Kelsey over there, but then I look at my team and I'm like, fuck, like, I have to give up a lot, and my team's like, not amazing, you know? So it's like, does Kelsey make my team amazing? If he doesn't,
he has some pieces over there I could throw in there, and I'm sure he'll come off. He has some elder statesmen over there. You know what I mean? We'll see.
And
well, we know my dad's an evil genius. It runs in the family, right? For all we know, he could just be using this to leverage me against Derek right now. Derek's already leaving the messages. Hey, yo, he left a message on the Hustler Pod to tell Crispy to take his trade. I'm part of an elaborate scheme here. I just don't know if I'm a cob in it, if I'm a fucking a pawn, or if I'm a major player here. I just know somehow I might end up with Kelsey.
And Sammy said Rashid Shaheed or Douglas or Demario Douglas, right? Is that his name?
It'd be who the Saints playing? The Giants?
No,
Vegas.
No, the Saints are playing the Bears. So yeah,
Saints playing the Bears. My bad.
I'd rock Shaheed.
Yeah, I rock Shaheed. Not mad at it. That sucks. It's funny because when we were when you're just the random other adults while we're trick-or-treating, this brother came up to me and was like, hey bro, man, how you feeling behind Niners, bro? I'm like, you know, because I'm wearing all the fucking the whole getup. And I'm just like, man, we're chopping him. He's like, bro, you hear we were trying to get Jalen Johnson? I was like, word. Man, I would have been fucking. Then I was mad. Like, I was like, what's today? I'm like, oh, we're past the deadline. Like, I was like, I didn't hear that one. You know what I mean? But it was just like in passing. You know what I mean? Damn, bro, I thought we were gonna get Jalen Johnson there. Like, for real? It's like, yeah, bro. I hate Ward right now. Fuck, I hate Charvarius Ward. He reminds me of Charvarius. What was the other guy? Travisky Tart. Fuck his name. Doesn't even matter his name.
And
fuck him.
Ben said I'm 3-5. Was offered Evans, Waddle, Pacheco for my Tyreek. What would you do it? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'm panicking at 3-5. And I mean, no. That's a good offer. It's a really good offer.
Or better three pieces maybe. Like move that Evans. Like, listen, I want like his second best receiver. I want like his first best receiver if he's gonna take mine. How about that? That's gonna start. We're gonna start there. If that is it, this is why those guys are doing that trade though. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
I probably has some bet.
Edson said trade Alvin Kamara, Devonta Smith, Zach Moss for CMC, Hollywood Brown. What do you think? Awesome. I mean, I don't know about the Brown part, but CMC's awesome.
I think people are excited for Brown too because of what he did with Dobbs, like hitting spurts, but also just like, you know what I mean? We remember what it was with Kyler Murray, and if we get Kyler Murray back, it's like he's a great buy low right now. If you all things considered, I'm not really on that side though. I don't think we get Kyler Murray back.
Joe said, should I trade Aaron Jones for Ramondre? So I just never like trading. What you say? Yep.
Yeah, I'll take Ramondre
because you really. I'm just gonna stay consistent. I don't like trading running back for running back or wide receiver for wide receiver. Like switch it up a little bit so you can actually like really improve your team, not just like make a trade that like kind of improves your team.
I know. I have my team in 18 is not built on my running backs. It's built on my receivers. It takes my running back away. It's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
I want Kelsey. We all want Kelsey. It's crazy too because I'm pretty sure he's had him on the block ever since this draft.
And Scotty Boy, what up, bro? And he
take my
said Peoples Jones is trash out here in New York. They were saying that the Jets were super close to getting Mike Evans, but it fell through.
Mm.
Deadline.
I get that would have been cool. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why Tampa would do that, man. They're still in the mix, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
And what Bake say? Fuck Josh McCown and Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's talk about it real quick. They fired fucking Josh McDaniels.
Yeah,
the GM. That shit happened last night. Did we talk about that?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll be talking about it on the news show for sure. Right. But yeah, that was pretty wild, right? Like, how long? What was the second year?
It's the second time he's been fired mid-season.
And you know why?
Because he sucks.
Devontae Adams is right.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit. He said this is a fucking vanilla offense. There's no creativity. We're not even using the entirety of the field. Anonymously, he said it. But what did they do? They just put a mask on? They go like that? All right, look. Fuck Josh McDaniels. Okay? It's not even creative. Anonymous.
And Dennis had asked earlier, but I had to jump off for a minute. Is Fournette worth a bench spot over Hardman? I think so.
Yep.
Juggernaut said pick one out of.
Oh, did we miss it?
Whoa, you missed it. You were gone with it. Cooks, Dotson, or Shaheed? Ooh, probably leaning on Cooks.
It's funny because if I remember correctly, Juggernaut's a Sagittarius, and it's funny because he calls himself Juggernaut because that's one of my AKAs.
Nice.
It's like how Tina was just bully everything. I was like, oh, I'm a bully. Like, oh, we're birthday twins. Actually, I'm with you.
All right.
Did we answer that question? Actually, did you? Answer
no. Well, I said Cook. I'm gonna say Cooks.
Yeah, I'm with you on Cooks.
Like, and then it said trade Cup and Adams for Hill. Okay, I think we answered this one already. Oh wait, did you not hear it? I said, oh wait, Cup and Adams for Hill. Yeah, you said AJ Brown before. That just got better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Oh, Juggernaut said his birthday's on Thanksgiving this year. Okay.
Nice. Hell yeah. He's eating like a king. Yeah, Sagittarius rule.
Daltonics, what up? Nico or Josh Downs in the flex?
Nico and Josh Downs.
I'm leaning Nico. The Bucks, they've sucked against the wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And Scotty, the best nickname right now for the QB in Chicago, Tyson is the Teabag. Oh yeah,
hell yeah, Teabag.
We're calling him.
Yeah, hell yeah. That was like, actually, I can't. It was what's his name? My man Smokey. And he's from Chicago. I called him just asking questions about old tea bags before I even. And he said, "Oh, I said, what's up with your boy Tyson Banjan?" And he's like, "Oh, tea bag." Yeah. I was like, oh, I died, man. I was like, oh my god, it was right in front of me the whole time.
Bake said he lasted 55 days less in Vegas than he did in Denver. He said, "Bring back Carr." Wild.
Hit the drop. Damn. I mean, you know what's funny? I remember the 55 too. He said 55.
Oh, dude. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, 55 days less. Yeah.
It's a good measure. I'm like, it's like a good omen at this point.
Pedro, would you trade CD and Allen for Hill? I'm 7-1. No.
No. You have CD and Allen the rest of the way too.
Yeah. Ben said I need to start Deontay Johnson because of Bias thoughts on him. You could do a lot worse. It's a great matchup against Titans.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is, though.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna hope for the best. I mean, like I'm throwing out a Trubisky / Kenny Pickett, whoever it is. I'm just let's go. We're fucking doing this thing.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I didn't even think about that, Tino. CD and Josh Allen. Yeah, maybe it could be in a single QB. Like I don't know, but I assumed Keenan Allen. You did too, right?
Yeah, and if it was Josh Allen too, I mean, like I like Josh Allen's the number 1 QB right now, fantasy.
I'm pretty sure. We can go double check that, but almost positive.
Yeah, just to have, I mean,
yeah, right above Hurts and Mahomes and Tua.
There it is. Dan, that's
crazy. Kirk Cousins.
And he jumped in front of Tua too. But Tua's just been playing the super clean games with like 3 touchdowns apiece and shit. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, nothing special, you know.
Yeah, just 3. And then like, you know, sometimes he'll go over 300, but usually like 260. But sometimes he goes to 400.
And Pedro said yes, Keenan Allen. Okay, so we were right with what we thought. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot for Hill. I mean, not like Hill's not worth it, but shit. I mean, I think we saw, you know, we've already seen spurts of what CD could be and what Keenan Allen can be. Both of those guys I feel like are worth more than Hill. All right. Today was a good show, and then we got to deploy this new software, bringing in the voicemails. And it's hella easy because you just do it right from your phone. You don't even have to call in. And we'll just read it out. We'll read it out live, so you get the reaction live. Man, it was crazy. I was so close to being one of those guys who actually got patched through on Pat McAfee.
Oh, yeah?
I was on hold like for like an hour, and like they were just like, oh, this fucking software is not working. We can't patch anybody in, and then just like hung up on me. But like, man, I was on hold for like an hour getting ready to chime in, and I was gonna shout out the whole channel at the end. They asked what I was gonna ask about, and I was gonna ask about betting advice on the Monday night game, where they thought the smart money should be.
It's funny because they had this one dude, right? They're like, all right, call her. And he's like, hello? Yeah, hello? And they're like, yes, call her. And he's like, I made it through. They're like, yeah. Man, I've been waiting for hours. And he's like, I'm really on. He's like, yeah, you're on. And then he just, he's like going through like a tunnel or something.
Oh,
they're like, oh. And then he just cut him off. All right, next caller. I'm like, oh, that guy got fucked up.
See, luckily for me, it's like it's crazy because like we got off our show, and I usually have our show on YouTube up, you know, just to help the algorithm. And so when I turn it off, Pat McAfee, they're usually live. Like right now, as soon as we turn it off, he's gonna be live. And just at that time, he was like, "All right, we're gonna try this new software, and you guys could call in right now."
That shit.
And he's like,
texting me and Hester like, hey, listen, I'm about to get on. We're like, yes.
Man, it's so close. So close. And Derek said, Dag, I wish 420 crew could shout out on ESPN. Yeah, and seeing we don't know. I mean, I think I don't think this was during the ESPN like portion of it. I mean, I guess I could be wrong. I'm not sure. It's only one hour out of the 3, right? That's on ESPN.
I don't know. I always end up watching it at the back end when they could say like cuss words all the time.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like the first hour, I guess.
Because other people say cuss words.
Actually, I had seen it one time where they had Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if it was just during the time, but Aaron Rodgers was on. And then like they're like, oh, okay, and that ends our ESPN broadcast. And then like Aaron Rodgers like, so we're off ESPN. He's like, yeah. He's like, okay. Like, and it was like everyone's demeanor was a little different. It was just funny.
Yeah.
Because the show continues to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow, they, cut off.
And Tino said, my dream is for this show to be on ESPN Ocho. That'd be tight.
That'd be tight. Listen, man, you got to move up. This is stepping stones. You know what I mean? Let's get to the wolf. Hey, we'll have the Ocho cracking, bro.
Hell yeah.
That shit would be dummy ass lit.
Oh man, and Tino said he knows how all these betting shows, none of them show betting slips. Yeah, I mean, none of them do. I mean, shit, even small ones don't show betting slips. Like, I mean, I don't know. The ones that when they hit, like they'll show their betting slips. Like, but you know, it's not like people are showing anything or dropping any real dollars.
Yeah, I used to hella watch the Pat Mayo show, and Pat Mayo, like he did all the DraftKings shit, and he would do like live joints, and then like if fools like would talk shit in the chat, like and then there's this one fool's like, "Do you even win money?" And he's like, "Oh, do I even win money?" And he starts stunting. Look, okay, here, 25,000. Ooh, right here, this 1,200. Ooh, right here. Ooh, oh, this one here, last week, 15,000. Like he was just, I was like, oh, shit. He'd be killing it on the DFS, but he's playing like, you know.
Well, you know why I fuck with Patriot Sports Radio and Chris specifically. He bought his house with gambling winnings, and like he showed me like multiple slips that were 60,000, 80,000, you know, wins. Yeah. And just like, I mean, just crazy ass parlays, and they it's all their experts. Like that's what they got. So they got a basketball guy, they got a hockey guy. So they're about to start going real hard with basketball and hockey right now as well. So all their bets, we're getting it all on their site. And what the hell is it? It's a Patreon. It's Patriot Sports. It's patreon.com/Patriot Sports Radio Picks is what it is. Patriot Sports Radio Picks.
Tight. Yeah, shout out to them. They doing it.
Yeah, the two that he sent me yesterday that got thrown up there hit. It was the Knicks. It was like -3.5. And the LA Kings, whatever the hell it was like plus money, like on them at the money line.
Nice.
And they both hit. And those were the only two that they put up. I know he bet way more than that, but that's what's crazy. Like Chris is a real degenerate when it comes. He loves it. Like plays like 50 different bets a day.
Yeah, career. It's a career for them for real. You know what I mean? It's not a game. It's no different from playing the stocks for real. It's just like.
Let me see what he said because I forgot. He said he forgot to send me the college slate that they had, but he said that they went 15-2 on their college slate this weekend.
Murder.
Yeah. And he doesn't even really like a lot of time when they're giving the advice, they tell people don't parlay like the things that they're like giving the advice on. Just straight up and 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, whatever it is. Except mostly it's 1 or 2 units that they advise on it. And but look at that. I mean, fuck, out of 17 picks, even if you bet them all, I don't know, $5 or $10 a piece or whatever, man. It's a nice little chunk of change on a Saturday. I'll throw that link in there.
Yeah, they be killing shit.
Actually, I did throw the link in there already. There you go. And Ben, you think Mixon or Rachaad White is a good buy low candidate?
I mean, I'm not trying to have Rachaad White at all.
Right.
So if you by default, and I like Mixon. He gets the workload, and he has no one to compete with really, except for people that come in and like spell him like literally here and there.
Yeah, their schedule's not too shabby either over the next couple weeks, but I mean, he kind of balled out, right? I mean, I guess
Buffalo been giving them hella booty on the ground, so there's that too, right?
Yeah, and then they got Houston after that, who they're not like their original self, but they're still kind of like top 12-ish on giving up points to the running backs.
They mad improved from years prior, but we're not sitting our running backs against them.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get up out of here. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. We'll be back for FNT 1 p.m. West Coast time, 4 p.m. Eastern. One Fat Nut, what up? He said, "Hey guys." He said, "Would you trade Ken Walker for Adams and Aaron Jones?" I think I want to keep Walker.
Yeah, I'd rather Walker, and I'm okay trading Walker, but it'd be a better 2 pieces than that. You know what I mean?
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting up out of here. Come back for FNT. What else do we got? We got the H-Town Huddle, 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. And Bogey, let them know.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? If you want to check out some new music, just look up Bogard Scott free anywhere you can consume music. All streaming platforms. Fuck with me.
Oh, yeah. Send us on home, Bogey.
Week 9, give me money.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the